Welcome everybody to another episode of Pictures Politics. I'm your host, Ugly this today. This is episode 5. Then 3, and this is a follow-up to yesterday's episode where we were watching MAGA versus American hashtag walkaway campaign channel. And didn't. There are plenty of individual issues on, but basically, summarize, you have the one side that is very still MAGA, very supportive of Trump, accomplishing all that he said he was going to do. And yet the other side was extremely disappointed. Accomplished any of this. And again, that this very divide on the right or even general. Yeah. Tomorrow, I'll talk about. Ready to start?
Yep.
That Iran cannot have nuclear weapons, and said in 1981 that we need to use military force to prohibit Iran from getting nuclear weapons.
They didn't have a nuke, they weren't building a nuke, and they still don't have a nuke.
Okay, that again, you're just lying.
That's a fact.
What?
Oh, I'll say this as someone who's reported on the news for quite a few years now, has done a lot of deep dives, have paid a lot of attention to most politicians across the world. I have yet to see any evidence that they had a nuke, building a nuke, or were planning to use one. Director or the DNI, Tulsi Gabbard of America, who leads intelligence for both CIA and FBI, NSA, and pretty much all the intelligence networks in America, was very vocal that Iran had no intention, or hadn't stated an intention, to use a nuke on America or even Israel. So obviously, this guy's from the homeland, propaganda side, so he's got to say it.
Yeah, you're just lying.
Yeah, you got me, bro. I'm just lying, five head.
Yeah, you're just lying. All that stuff you came up with, lies.
That's a fact. Those are.
So this is just you guys believe political propaganda. We don't.
I don't know if you're lying or you're just misinformed.
Did Iran have a nuke?
Did Iran currently have a nuke? No.
Okay. Did Iraq have weapons of mass destruction? Did Iraq have weapons of mass destruction?
No.
Did babies die in incubators?
Do you wait?
No.
Do you wait?
All of these lies led us to wars.
What? Do you wait for Iran to get nuclear weapons before you prevent it?
Does Israel?
Okay, so we should start bombing everybody, Like,
Guys, I think Sentinel Island is developing a nuke. We need to take care of these bastards.
guys, yeah. Eventually they'll get there logically, right? We should start bombing them now. Get ahead of the problem.
Yeah. I mean, they already have bows and arrows. What's next? Fucking, Moabs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This can't be allowed. I mean, I can't. This guy's logic, it's on an entirely different level than mine. Maybe he's thinking 500 IQ and 100. I'm not sure, but following.
Have nuclear weapons? Does America have nuclear weapons? Does Russia have nuclear weapons?
Okay, do the Taliban have? Do you want the Taliban to get nuclear weapons?
No, of course not. But why is it my business?
I actually don't know what your point is. What is your point?
My point is.
I was going to get to my point. If I could get back to my point, please, and I could let David express this.
Because then you brought this up, and I'm addressing it now. Do you want Iran? Let's just go on. Do you want Iran to get nuclear weapons?
They don't have one. They weren't building one.
They were building one. Do you want Iran to get nuclear weapons?
Even Gavin's like, even he doesn't believe his own lies. He's looking at the ground,
stressing out over there.
Yeah, even they didn't. Even they were building. They were building them, guys. Something was happening.
Yeah, even the hardcore.
Do you want Iran to get
struggling?
Yeah. Like, yeah.
They did Operation Midnight Hammer August of 2024.
Why won't you respond to the question? It's a very simple question.
I mean, technically speaking, he hasn't responded to any of their questions.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Are you okay with Iran getting nuclear weapons?
I'm not doing. They don't have fucking nukes,
Do
man.
you want Iran to get nuclear weapons?
Where do we draw the line? Are we okay with North Korea getting nuclear weapons?
No.
Are we
When we look at the situation with Trump moving
North Korea already
into
has
Lindsey
nukes.
Graham's, realm and out of Massey's realm, the way I interpret that is Trump is not with the anti-establishment. He's not against the GOP. He's not against the neocons. To me, that symbolizes that Trump has joined the neocons and abandoned everyone else. That's the way I interpret that.
Yes.
And I think that you were getting into your interpretation was this is Trump wheeling and dealing in D.C., which I think would be the most innocent explanation of it. But then, of course, you have to weigh in the donor influence, the foreign and special influence. I mean, these are things that we all know happen in D.C. We can't ignore them.
Well, that's what it boils down to, honestly, whether or not you still have faith in Trump or not. And I'm not saying everybody needs to. I believe Trump is doing what he has to do to get things to the finish line. Remember, Big Beautiful Bill barely passed. There was a lot of wrangling. Lindsey Graham voted for the Big Beautiful Bill. And so Mitch McConnell, I think, didn't. But this is the balance he has to strike. He has a GOP in the Senate that does not deliver on his agenda. So he has to do things like, yeah, Lindsey, you're great, because guess what? Lindsey's getting reelected as much as it pains all of us. And if Trump goes against Lindsey's or for Lindsey's opponent, and Lindsey's like, I remember that Trump, that's a problem for the entire agenda. So I do believe he goes to Washington and says, how do I get this done? I think it's a lesson he learned from the 2016 administration.
And that's such a catch-22 because the other side of that is, okay, I can't get anything done unless I work with Lindsey Graham, but then you're risking I can't get anything done if I work with Lindsey Graham because so many people are never going to show up and vote for me with the midterms.
Why is it Trump's filing into Lindsey Graham's ecosystem?
They're just
and not
obsessed with Lindsey Graham. It's
Graham
weird.
is filing.
I like it. It's so funny. It's like a certain country is beaming a laser into their skulls and forgetting that they're talking about Thomas Massey versus Graham. Like it's been brought up 10 times. This is a transition from last episode, guys, but you didn't understand.
It's like I'm watching. It's like I'm watching the bullies from 1980s high school grow up and become political commentators.
Terrible. It's terrible. But, the whole topic is Lindsey Graham versus Thomas Massey. Why is Trump more aligned with one over the other? The obvious.
Like, why are we even talking about Lindsey Graham right now?
Well,
Who?
She's struggling. She's
Who?
struggling. Yeah, she can't. She doesn't know who any of these people are. She's fucking struggling. By the way, I listened to one of her episodes. She hasn't posted an episode in over like 2 years. It was absolutely terrible. It was awful. Just like classic brain dead.
Doug, hey Doug, quick question. Is your Razor software online?
Oh, why do I sound bad?
Yeah. I didn't notice until now.
Do I sound bad?
Yeah.
Sound normal?
Start talking?
Yeah. Graham.
Yeah.
Thomas Massey.
Yep.
But the whole debate is why is Trump aligning himself with Lindsey Graham over Thomas
Wait.
Massey?
No, it doesn't. It still sounds kind of bad. Are you sure? Is the Razor software on,
Yeah,
up and running?
It's on right now.
Hmm. Is the Razor software on,
Yeah,
up and running?
it's on right
All right. Well, I mean, we'll just continue. It's fine.
now. And I don't know why the other side is having trouble like comprehending it. It's literally like there's something triggering in their skull that makes them forget who Thomas Massey.
I think it's the $7,000.
Yeah. Yeah, probably is.
Trump's ecosystem.
Because we're at war in the Middle East, and this is what the neocons have been pushing for my entire life.
Trump has been saying that he wants to prevent Iran from getting a nuclear weapon since 1981.
And they never had one. Trump has also said that Bush's wars in the Middle East.
Stop them with Operation Midnight Hammer. Why do you keep bringing this up?
If you weren't paying attention in 1981, in 2016, in 2020, and in 2024, that's fine. But just say you're misinformed.
You weren't even alive. What are you talking about? How are you going to age play?
Yeah, but the videos exist. We can see what Trump was saying in
I'll
the
address what
80s.
you said. Trump has also said dozens of times for just as long what a disaster our foreign policy in the Middle East was. He has been saying that forever. He's been saying we need to get out of the Middle East. He's been talking about the blood and treasure we've spilled in the Middle East being a waste. You want to talk about waste, fraud, and abuse in government? The war in the Middle East, if not war generally, war is a racket. 1942, General Smedley Butler.
Iraq is the same as what's happening with Iran right now?
Pretty much. I mean, Iran is a much worse.
Is it?
Can I answer the question?
Nobody serious can say that Iraq and Iran are the same.
I just said
They pretty much are. The only difference is like one letter.
I just said Iran is a bigger beast.
Not
Like,
a
pretty
multi-war
sure
military
it's weapons of
operation.
mass
I'm
destruction.
going to ask you a question.
Nuclear weapons.
Because I feel like the point you were trying to make was Trump's consistency.
You know,
going back
WMD
all the
also
way to
stands for Web
1981.
Mini Disc.
But doesn't that also kind of present a different point, which is that the same?
Maybe what they were really worried about
45
was
years, but
Sony's
nothing
music
has
industry
actually
getting
changed during that
dismantled.
45 years?
Yeah,
Sorry, you.
that would.
Well, about that, you know, Iran is very close to having a
been weeks
nuclear
away from
weapon.
a
If that's been
fucking 40
repeated for
years.
45 years, are we allowed to question if it was ever, if that was true?
I mean, you're allowed to question
Good
whatever you
moderator.
want,
Good
but
moderator.
if you actually read and actually learn about the history, then I mean,
And I think-
So hold on.
You
You
don't
don't
know,
know.
you don't know what you're talking about.
Hold
Let's
on
do
one
the
second.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a pretty popular argument, but let's just again, the right side just makes zero sense if you take either of their positions, right? So they have
Yeah.
weapons of mass destruction, and we have to bomb them forever. Basically, is what he's arguing. If they were building it 45 years ago, and they had it 45 years ago, and we had to bomb them all the way till now, just kill them all, right? Under their own
Yeah.
logic, we just should fucking kill them all. That's the logic there. Otherwise, or we just permanently bomb them every 5 years, basically every summer at this point, for all eternity. That's their logic. Or the other explanation is it's a lie,
Yeah.
right? It just doesn't make any sense. And also, on top of that, this guy's like, well, Trump said in 1988. Okay, so what? He said in 1988 about Iran never getting a nuclear weapon. And then before he was running, he said no new wars. You can change your mind over time, especially 20 years. Either way, like
Yeah.
they do not have a single platform to stand on. There's no logic for what is happening. Zero. Doesn't make any sense from even his staunchest reporters or supporters. Bro, okay, if they're gonna forever try and bomb us, gotta kill them all, right? If
Yeah.
ants are constantly trying to break into your home and murder you in your sleep, fucking stomp them all out, right? Like, what else can
Yeah.
you do? It just doesn't. The logic just doesn't make any sense. But this guy, you can see he's so excited about it. He's like, we're bombing Iran. Yay, yay, yay. Like, he's tweaking. He's on coke.
Listen, the ants might build an ant hill. Now, there's not really any ants around us, and they're not even the type of ants that build ant hills. They're more of like carpenter ants, which I think also still build ant hills, but that's not important. We should still just gas and poison the entire surrounding grass.
Like, dude, this guy's like, I can't fathom the thinking. And these guys here, I mean, this guy over here, the guy on the right, he has got like a personal vendetta, but he still speaks well and is still being pretty logical about it. The guy on the left is obviously the most down to earth, and he's like,
Honestly,
oh,
at this rate, I just want to make the bald-headed guy the vice president.
yeah, fair enough. I want to make sorry,
Yeah.
president.
No, president, that's reserved for a special someone.
He's running.
His name is Thomas the Tank Engine.
He will be running.
He's gonna be doing more than running. He's gonna be chewing.
I got good word that he's running and Nick is supporting him. Which I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing.
That means he's gonna die.
Okay.
Lied about weapons of mass destruction. Lied about
That's
babies
a
in
fact.
incubators.
My wife is pregnant with another man's child.
Intelligence agency.
You're gonna get fact checked after this, and there's gonna be a viral clip of you going, "You're a liar, Clint," and they're gonna.
And by the way, Mayorkas never got a pardon, just so you know.
Can I tell you, I don't care if they
Yeah.
have or not, though.
Brendan, I think you
The
made the
foundation
point.
for
Let me
this
just-
guy's
let me
argument
just
on
go back.
everything is wrong. Every single thing he's tried to argue, completely wrong. None of it works. Not a single thing. And he's been the most vocal. Well, Latina's also been vocal.
Doug, I would be the worst person they would want in the debate. I wouldn't be on either side. I'd be like, you know what? Yeah, they did have weapons of mass destruction. In fact, let's bomb them again. I don't think we did it enough times.
Well, I mean, why? The logic just doesn't. It just isn't there. Why would you take a half measure against somebody? We didn't take half measures against the Japanese. You know, they weren't anywhere near building a nuclear weapon. And what did we
Well,
do?
Doug, to be fair, the reason we bombed them was to kill off their Christian community.
Okay, well, I feel like that's even less of a reason than if they were actually building nukes, right?
Also,
were-
we just wanted someone to test it on, to be honest with you. We were just trigger happy.
I'm just saying, if we're willing to bomb Japan with nukes,
Like,
in
think
order
about
to
it.
stop them.
They barely understood like gunsmithing, right? And we were talking about fucking bombing the shit out of them. You know what I mean? Like,
That's
it
my
was
point.
like, yeah.
We're willing to bomb a bunch of people who lived in wooden houses, but we're not
Mhm.
willing to bomb people who are building a nuclear weapon. Doesn't,
We are.
but not to the point where we end it forever. You know, we're willing to.
Well,
to let
yeah,
them
no,
do
we
25
signed
years?
an agreement on that.
Oh, okay. This doesn't.
So we have to use non-nuclear stuff.
Either way, it just doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense. So we're stuck in a. Also,
A loop.
I'm pretty sure we backed out of that.
I'm pretty sure we're still in it because I feel like if we backed out of it, we would have been throwing nukes left and right at this point.
I think we got out of it, but you might.
I mean, I think the proliferation agreement is just that we can't make any more new nukes, but we can still keep the nukes that we currently have that have already been accounted for. I think that was the agreement.
Never
I
had
could be
some.
wrong.
The second search result in Google is, can the U.S. use nukes on Iran?
Yes, in fact, it's considered morally correct.
Well, we haven't we haven't signed anything that stops us from using.
Maybe if Iran didn't wear such revealing clothing, they wouldn't be asking for it. You know what I mean, Doug?
Yeah, I mean, again, any of these random statements you're making are more logical than his. Like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. If Iran didn't want to be fucking bombed, then why would they leave their women and children out there in front of the AC-130s? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's just common sense.
the children got nukes, the women got nukes, everyone's hiding
Yeah.
nukes. But we
Yeah.
can't. We shouldn't kill them all, and we should also just keep doing this forever and ever and ever. Okay, all right, that makes sense for everybody.
Guys act like everything happens in a vacuum and everything's black and white and there's
Just
no
make a point.
nuance. Let me finish.
Just make a point.
Because you called me a liar, so I'm explaining
You
it.
are, you're lying.
You're saying I'm misinformed that I'm a liar, but if I'm so misinformed a liar, why don't you make me look stupid and let me
Well,
explain myself?
So in that guy's
What?
defense,
You look stupid without him.
in his defense, I don't think he is just a liar. I think he's maliciously trying to, change the information.
I think he's getting paid. That John line tells me he's getting paid.
I think that is also on the table.
Also, you know the term time is money, Doug? He doesn't even have a watch on. I think that's how much he's getting paid. It really says a lot when you don't even have a watch on. You don't even need to know what time it is. It doesn't matter to you. You're getting paid either way. That's the telltale sign he's getting fucking money.
He is rocking the turbo bag look.
He's running 3 trains. One of them's at least fucking quote unquote white gold, but it's not actually gold. It's just silver. But that's another debate for another time.
For a different time.
Listen, Doug, if you're not wearing a watch when time is money in this day and age, that just tells me that you're really well off. Or you really hate Kevin O'Leary. One of those two things.
Correct?
Go for it.
Perfect. So stop interrupting.
That'd be great.
There were multiple operations like Stuxnet, which set back the nuclear ambitions of Iran. There was also an assassination on the top nuclear scientist. So, yes, Iran.
If all that happened, why on earth did we need to bomb them?
Well, again, my favorite thing to do is just be like, okay, you're telling the truth, right? Stuxnet was
Yeah.
a real thing. That's a real thing.
Yeah, it was.
That was real. It kind of led into a ton of spyware.
But the thing
that
is,
was-
like, if we assassinated their top nuclear, like, it's like coming to the boss and be like, hey, boss, the head of the other mafia that we were, fucking fighting against, I just fucking whacked him. He's gonna be like, that's great, Tony. Excellent job. I love you. You're like my own son. Like, so we can stop shooting them now, right? Oh, no, we're gonna keep shooting them. It's just...
well, who cares? Because I could make nuclear weapons. You could make nuclear weapons. Believe it or not, it's actually not that hard to make nuclear weapons, or to at least enrich uranium. It's harder to build a ballistic missile. or to get access to a uranium mine than anything else. Actually enriching the uranium is not that hard. But again, it just kind of goes back to the point. Okay, so let's just say he's correct. They've been building nukes. They're going to keep building nukes for all eternity. We probably need a permanent solution to that problem. So why don't we just kill them all? How is this the solution? Okay, Stuxnet, then we kill the lead scientist. Now, then we bomb them every summer for the next 40 years. How does that work out? Look at, also, I want to point out, look how happy he is. He loves this. He literally has a hard on right now over this. He loves it.
Doug, I'm looking at his sack. I don't think he has a hard on.
Well, he does. It's just
Chubby.
well, I mean, I can't tell the width. Definitely.
Gavin
Gavin
is afraid of what's going to happen to him when he dies.
Yeah.
He is looking away. He's not paying attention to this conversation at all.
Yeah, he's not having it. Well, I mean, even old Republicans used to be the anti-party, so he's from the old guard, and even he's probably just like, why are we bombing 800 times? How is it they can have nukes forever?
I was about to ask that question, but I looked at my watch and saw that it was made of solid gold, and I decided not to ask anymore.
My watch is crazy.
Iran has been close to developing a nuclear weapon, but you're acting like Iran's just been developing a nuclear weapon, and there hasn't been multiple instances where both the U.S., Israel, and Europeans have gone in and set it back like we did in Operation Midnight Hammer.
I'm going based off of the intel agencies that Trump has in place.
Like with Stuxnet, and like with the killing of Mohammed, I forget his name, in his car using an AI machine weapon. In terms of your claim that Iran was not developing a nuclear weapon, Iran is the only country in the world with 60% nuclear enrichment that does not possess a nuclear weapon.
Correct.
The deputy speaker of the Iranian parliament quite literally said verbatim, we were trying to develop a nuclear weapon in secret and they discovered it. I mean, there's so many different, you don't need an underground facility in multiple different locations of your country to develop it's like the movie The Dictator when Sacha Baron Cohen goes, we're developing a nuclear weapon for peaceful purposes. I mean, there's so much evidence. In 2018, an entire trove of documents were stolen from Tehran. And Israel, it was the Mossad, Israel brought in Harvard professors who had previously taken your position that there is no evidence to suggest, and brought in foreign journalists to review them. And they reported in 2018 that Iran actively was developing a nuclear missile program.
Okay, well, we investigated a lot of documents smuggled out from Epstein's basement, and we figured out that a certain intelligence agency had some interesting connections to Sir Jeffrey and his associates. And we're not even Harvard professors. That's how good we are. That's how fucking great we are.
Who's one of United States' greatest enemies? Russia, right? They have nuclear weapons, right?
Yeah.
Have they nuked anyone? Huh. Interesting.
Also,
what's another one of United States' greatest enemies? Vietnam. They have nuclear weapons too, right?
No,
they have at least a couple in the chamber.
I don't think they don't have.
They're Chinese commissioned, but they have a couple in the chamber.
I don't think they do.
I think they have a couple that are from China.
Even if China has placed some in Vietnam, it just. But they don't have any that are their
own. Okay, that's fair enough. Germany has nuclear weapons.
Yep.
Have they nuked anyone?
No.
Sure I'm seeing a growing trend where all of our enemies that have nuclear weapons haven't nuked anyone, but for some reason Iran can't even have one.
Yeah. Well, it gets funny. You're going into a pretty good argument here that they're going to start, but I was trying to remember what I was saying. Oh, the Harvard professors, like some form of certification when it comes to documents being trained Iran through God.
North Korea has nuclear weapons too, don't they?
They do.
Have they nuked anyone?
No.
Really, the most backwards thinking fucking dictatorship, and they haven't even nuked anyone yet.
Yep.
Weird. Oh well. Maybe it was just the logic flying by my ear or something.
No, you're ahead of the video.
Sure. Death to America to develop nuclear weapons. You stop it before it happens.
There's so many words, but it doesn't change the fact that our
facts. It's facts.
Intel agencies said that they were not developing one. That's a fact too.
So our intelligence agents, Tulsi Gabbard literally testified before Congress saying that they had not made the decision to nuclearize it. she did right after that, because you guys love to clip this, she did right after that say that no other country is enriching until 60%, and Iran does pose a threat to the world order. She did say that.
The New World Order, or
I don't like. There again, foundationally, this guy's logic is
bad?
completely irrelevant. It just doesn't make any sense. You're
No.
The world order. She did say that.
The New World
He's not
Order,
paid to be
or
smart, Doug. He's not paid to be smart.
he's just paid to deny.
Okay.
So clip the entire thing. Number one. Number two.
I didn't clip it at all.
He can't even clip anything. He's a part of the debate. How is he gonna? He doesn't even have access to the camera.
just like, what the fuck?
Like, he's like, I can't even clip anything. I'm not even the podcaster.
Like, I didn't make the video, buddy.
Yeah, like, what are we
Like-
talking? Like, this is great.
But you quoted
Okay.
half of that.
You only quoted half of that, so that's a clip of it.
We do have a whole segment about Iran coming up. We do have a whole segment.
That's great, but if I'm called a liar with someone who doesn't actually engage with facts, then it's kind of difficult to engage in.
Brandon, I
I
just
got
want to
you.
point
You got
out
the point you wanted.
a
Nobody
few
serious
things.
can ever say that Iran is not trying to develop a nuclear weapon.
your
Nobody
point
serious can say that.
To your point of Trump, or oh, we've been hearing this for 40-something years. That's literally the point. That no other administration has been doing the things that Trump has done. So just to
That's
answer
also
that,
a lie.
But to Owen,
We
Yeah.
bombed Iran under
in the primary. So if you were looking for like a
fucking
principled
Biden.
Every president.
pretty much every president.
supported
Yes.
DeSantis, because
Like,
that's who
what?
he supported.
DeSantis is
Lindsey
one of
Graham.
Thomas Massey's best
DeSantis
friends.
is more conservative than Trump?
DeSantis is one of Thomas Massey's best friends. No, he's not.
Yeah, I don't think he
No,
is.
he's not. No, he's not. I don't even know why she would say that.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, that's it's kind of ridiculous. He does not like DeSantis. I mean, maybe at the most he doesn't like him. At the very minimum, he's completely neutral with the fucking guy.
I've never heard or seen.
I'm telling you, if you're looking for the principled conservative, that's who Thomas Massey supported. He didn't support Trump. I just want to clear that up.
That's the biggest fucking W against your argument this entire time. Oh yeah, Thomas Massey, he's a principled conservative. He has principles. That's why we have Trump in office. Who let her on the show?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Again, I think they were trying to find a MAGA woman, and this was the best they could find.
Oh my god. Like, no. He's not a pedophile.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's wild.
He supported him
Well,
for president.
I don't know.
Okay?
Even he's confused.
Okay. And the second thing is, when you talk about, oh, why is he supporting Lindsey Graham? Who votes for the MAGA agenda? The clip that we watch is from 2016. Like I said, J.D. Vance was anti-Trump too. A lot of people were anti-Trump. You're still playing something from 2016. I don't really care for Lindsey Graham, but that's up to the voters in his
But you
district.
guys hold Tucker and Candace and everybody else to a different standard with that, so why?
Well, we can
He's
get
not
to
wrong.
that now, but we're talking about an elected member.
Would
Is that our
2021
fault? Who votes for him?
2021.
Okay, so
Lindsey
wait,
Graham
your
came out across the-
issue is with the voters of his district that keep electing him. If they want to replace him, they
Trump-
can, and
So
they
Trump
should.
could endorse Mark
endorses
Lynch,
him.
Right?
and not
So
Lindsey
they
Graham.
could.
Trump
well,
endorses Lindsey
Lindsey
Graham.
Graham hasn't been.
She doesn't even know the person
He's
she's
keep
defending.
holding him to something that he said in
And Trump did attack Lindsey
2016.
Graham when Lindsey Graham attacked him. Trump
She's defending Lindsey Graham, the guy who attacked the guy that she's supposed to be defending on her side of the aisle.
She has no idea, bro. She has no
This
idea.
is wild. This is
TikTok
the
brain.
wildest shit. Even South Park couldn't come up with shit like
Now
this.
there's no daylight because he's not behind the wars in the Middle
and now
East.
Tucker
Bill?
Carlson
I
called
don't
him the
think so.
Antichrist, and similarly,
I don't think he
Trump
did.
is also attacking him. What's the difference?
Massey doesn't vote with Trump. He has before, but not as much as
91% of the
not as much
time.
as Lindsey Graham.
He voted with
Thomas,
Trump like 95% of the time.
96% of the time, there are only two issues that he didn't. Well, I guess technically three, but two major issues he did not vote with Trump: Voldemort files, war with Iran. That's
And
it.
transgenders.
No, he voted with Trump with transgenders on the transgender issue. It's a lie.
What was the third thing? There was a third thing.
What did I say? It was.
I think it was the release of Epstein files as well. Right? Or you already
it
said
was
that.
Epstein files, Iran. Oh,
There
and
was a third thing.
it was spending. It was the deficit. He kept
deficit.
voting. Yeah, it was the deficit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He wanted them to spend, which
And that was enough for Trump to fucking call
That
his
was-
ass out on Twitter and pay 50 mil for his spot.
with Trump 91% of the time, except when they're taking up for
91,
pedophiles,
91,
expanding the debt, and going into endless wars.
Oh, there you
He's
go.
consistently voted with them. And when he votes
Yeah.
against them, it's because
All right,
they're
Spiders
like,
gets an extra
we're
point.
Gonna do this. We're going to do the I Love Puppies bill. And in the I Love
Seriously,
Puppies
get a
bill, it's like,
tan-
we're
a
also gonna
tanning salon.
expand
I don't
the
care.
deficit another $1 trillion.
Just 2
So
minutes.
We're going to vote against that.
2
And it's
minutes.
like, oh, well, that means Thomas Massey hates puppies.
Yeah. And for the record, what Trump has done to MTG has been unbelievably disgusting. I
It's
mean,
actually
True.
the best
No
thing
one
I've
has-
ever seen. Nobody is more
Interesting.
deserving of that. Yes.
Why do you
What?
This is wild.
Yeah,
this
she's
is
in the old-
wild.
Like, for reference, MTG told Trump. Oh, I have a button. Let's unbutton here.
Oh my god.
MTG asked Trump for help because someone was threatening her son. And Trump said, "Oh yeah, you better watch it, woman. They're going for
Yeah.
him or some shit." Something like that. I'm paraphrasing, but it was something along those lines. And then, of course, shortly after,
I don't even know.
he stepped
Like,
down.
there's no way she tries to defend this, right?
Yeah,
but she does.
He does. She defends all the
Quadruple
worst
down,
points.
octuple down,
Yep.
decahedron down. It doesn't fucking matter.
feel that way?
Well, I think that she's demonstrated loyalty to Trump that really surpasses anyone else in Congress, and did so on a principled level, doing it based off of actually what, like, the Owen Schroyers, the true MAGA base of the world, were actually desiring and demanding of the GOP, and ultimately Donald Trump filled that void. And then for her to be, I mean, not just
For her to what?
not just
Quit?
be, for
Quit her job?
for her to not just be,
Hey, well, they threatened her son's
ousted,
wife.
but also insulted and threatened.
Even
on the way
Gavin's
out the
like,
door.
I'm not talking
I
about
thought
this
it
one.
was- I thought it
Yeah,
was
he's just-
disgusting.
She
turned on him
Threatened.
first.
She wasn't
Threatened.
ousted.
She wasn't
She
threatened.
turned on him
Yeah,
first.
she
If you
stepped
don't
down.
turn on people who turn on you, you're a bitch.
Couldn't you say the same thing about Donald Trump? Because he gets insulted by Tucker Carlson, and he goes and he.
Yeah, they drew first blood.
So isn't that Trump being a bitch? Shouldn't he just brush
No,
it off?
that's him retaliating. If he's up there leading the free world, his friends are talking shit about him, and he's not calling them out. You look weak. It's bad for all of us.
So that's all fine,
What?
but I think when I'm looking at this issue, again, I don't care about the personality beefs. When I look at this directionally, Trump is acting with more vengeance towards the people that put their skin in the game than the
But
very
they-
deep
if you
state that tried
take
to
your
kill
skin
him.
out of
Skin in the game?
then you're a traitor. You betrayed him.
Okay, I don't.
There's
You
two
can say
separate
what you
things
want
here.
about Marjorie
There's
Taylor Greene.
Tucker and Candace and all that, and even MTG I would put in that. And that's someone who had my
What?
back, who helped my career, and then just turned on me. These are people that were standing next to
That's
me.
fine.
What
so,
was the
so
betrayal?
Trump,
Yeah, what was the
He was
betrayal?
called him the
Oh.
Antichrist in Tucker's
Oh, it
case.
was because
Marjorie
they
Taylor
voted
Greene.
for the release of
She-
the
she
Epstein.
betrayed him.
Oh,
She
the
abandoned him.
betrayal.
She stopped
Oh.
She wanted the Epstein files
Yeah.
to be released. What a,
Yeah.
what a piece of
Oh!
shit.
let's let that go. Trump, Marjorie Taylor Greene,
Play
I
that
don't care
back.
about that.
Play
Okay.
that back, please. Play that back, please. Let's hear
Who
what
helped
the
my
betrayal
career and then just turned on me. These are people that were standing next to
That's
me.
fine.
What
so,
was the
so
betrayal?
Trump,
He was called him the Antichrist in Tucker's case.
Marjorie Taylor Greene. You said she betrayed him.
She abandoned him. She stopped
She
supporting
wanted
him.
the Epstein files to be released. What a piece of shit
but
she
hold
is.
on. Let's let
You notice how the right side dances around this because they know the answer. What's the
They can't win.
Yeah, they can't win. It's impossible. What's the similarity between like the 4 Republicans who all got ousted recently? Massey and MTG, Rokana. I wonder what was. Oh, it was the Epstein files. That's
Yeah.
what got them all kicked out of office. And it's funny because again, you could remove the people from the left, and the people on the right are so funny here because the question is, what was the betrayal? And they don't answer because they know the answer is they wanted the Epstein files released. They literally implicate their own fucking, cult leader in the files, like on accident. You know what I mean? Like they just spell it out for us. The guys on the left don't even have to exist. You could just ask the people on the right questions, and they would give you the answers you need. It's so awesome against themselves.
I think you could send the people on the right to North Korea to just mingle with the locals, and the locals would be like, "So it's happening over there too, huh?"
Oh my god.
that go. Trump, Marjorie Taylor Greene, I don't care about that.
Okay.
Where is Trump's vengeance
Zero resistance,
against
by
the
the
people
way,
that stole
from
the
the right
election
on
in
that
2020?
argument. Zero
Where is
resistance.
Trump's
Oh, you think a
you.
tweet is a vengeance?
I would just keep saying, keep saying Voldemort files 20 over and over.
Yeah.
I
Watch
understand,
start
but-
Where
sweating.
is his like
The election
earlier
was
started out by
the election
pardoning
was
you
legally
guys.
stolen.
That's pretty
hold on
good.
a second. Hold on a second. You said that I have some personal issue because of vengeance. It's not about me.
Yeah,
it's about the country.
Most people don't think that way.
No,
Most
it's not.
people, when I talk to my mom, when I talk to people who aren't online like we are, because we are chronically online, every single person here, more than the average American, they're not thinking about any of this stuff. They're not thinking about, is Fauci going to jail? Are we going to do the 2020 election?
The general population.
I want it to get worse.
You said that I got off the Trump train when things got hard. You know that's not true. I was put in jail 4 times for Trump, and I didn't abandon him, and I still promoted him
Everyone
in the
I
2024
know
election. So I do not abandon when things get tough. I'm a principled person.
So why did you leave him?
Yeah.
You left him way before Iran.
Because he called the Epstein files a hoax.
They are
He got us into war with Iran. So
But you were off the train way before Iran.
No, when he called the Epstein files a hoax, that was the first time where I started getting squeamish.
Which,
then they
by the way, was the same month.
Then they stopped doing Doge. They stopped the Doge progress, and then they got into another war with Iran. So that was like strike 3, you're out. That was strike 3 out. But here's the issue on this
Doge wasn't supposed to be forever, Owen. It was a project that was supposed to...
What? It was supposed to be for his term. It was supposed to be for the full term. Lasted like 6 months.
Like on top of that, the foundational reason for Doge was cut the deficit. That was the whole thing.
Yeah.
Cut spending. So how is it that Trump now makes up 30% of all of our debt spending?
Yeah.
Again, foundationally, and also I just want to point out again, the only person on that side who's calling the files a hoax is the Latino woman, and the other 3 just refuse to engage in the conversation.
Yeah, I mean, she's at this point she's doubled down exponentially. I can't even.
Yeah.
I can't come up with a shape for it. As my cat tries to attack my innocent leg.
Hey, your leg's not in it, you know.
to go away. We all knew that, right?
And none of it has been codified
you do
by
that,
the
right?
Congress.
You do know that. It was supposed to shrink. It was supposed to fire people. It happened. It was supposed to cut.
Even
unnecessary
Gavin's like,
spending.
oh, I don't
It
want to talk
happened.
about it.
This week, we're seeing the depositions of the kids that worked on Doge happen in real time. And a judge this week struck down, I forgot what it was. They said that it was illegal. Out of the grants that we stopped funding was illegal for the federal government to do that. So you're going to tell me that there's lawsuits
so the swamp,
going on?
So the swamp is winning.
There's lawsuits going on, but nothing happened.
Here's my question. So the swamp is winning. Here's my question. Why is it that directional energy that Trump is willing to thrust towards the people that have broken with him, where is that towards the deep state? Where is that to the people that tried to put him in prison? Where is that to the people that stole the election? Where is that to all the people that Trump has accused of committing treason? I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing it against principled conservatives.
For posting a tweet, you think that's vengeance? Vengeance? It's a fucking tweet.
I agree with what he's saying.
Who wants a tweet? I want action.
Well, it's like, I agree with what you're saying. Like,
The tranny? Oh.
She's like, tweet, no one's talking about a tweet. It's just you who's like Twitter brained. It's fucking, they're literally talking about Trump getting people fired. Why is it that he's more intent on getting people who supported him fired for turning on him when it came to the Epstein files, but not the people who keep voting against him, like people on the left, or the people who literally try to have him tried in court, or the people who are traitors, or the people who, why is it only the Epstein file people who are getting fired? And this woman's like, for a tweet, tweet.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's her deal, Doug. I will say though, this debate here is kind of like, I think it's a sign the country may actually be healing, despite the insipid, fucking, corrupt government that we got going on right now. Because it's like in 2016, the people on the right would have been seen as like normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now we've got to this debate time in 2026, 10 years later, and it's like, wow, these people are actually just fucking delusional or being paid or both. And the people on the left are actually the normal people that we've kind of been just, we've forgotten about this entire time. Yeah. So, and now those people are kind of, coming up to the surface of the water for, everyone to see. And I feel like I think it's a good sign the country is fucking starting to heal. Hopefully.
No, I agree 100%. And I think for the most part, most Americans in the history of America haven't really had to pay attention to politics at all. And so unfortunately, the people who do, even when times are at peace because they're greedy as fuck, which we call them Democrats and Republicans, right? They constantly identify as the two no matter what. They run the country into the ground and things get tough. And then the people in the middle who don't normally pay attention go, okay, now we have to start paying attention, which is all of the people on the left here, right? All of these people probably wouldn't in normal times pay attention. Now they have to. They come up to the surface of the water, like you said, and they look around. They're like, okay, so the people on the left are really crazy. We don't identify with the liberals. let's join the right side. Okay, now the right side's won. Okay, but these guys are also kind of crazy and corrupt. Now what? So that's where we're at. And you're right.
Yeah.
A lot of people are waking up to that of like, okay, both sides are weird and fucked.
Pieces
and
of shit.
rid of them. Exactly. So 100% correct. I'm gonna double down.
Yeah.
People have gone after you, tried to kill you. They literally like laugh about your death and the death of all of us, literally, if we were to die. And I'm like, how about a little bit more of that energy towards putting these people in jail?
Does Comey just get
consequences for
arrested?
their
Isn't he
actions?
going to
But
jail?
also, he's turning on.
This guy did not just bring up fucking Comey. As if he wasn't just a fucking figurehead for all the bullshit going down at the CIA fucking basements.
I mean, nobody. I don't think Comey did get arrested.
No, he didn't. It doesn't fucking matter anyway. He didn't fucking do anything important regardless. He's just a figurehead. He doesn't operate or direct anything, even though he's called a director. He just takes the fat ass paycheck and goes home to his vacation in fucking Canada. You know, like that's it. It's whatever. It's whatever. Emily did bring up a good point here, though. Any of those people could die today. People would laugh at them, and then people just go on about their business. That's what the internet has done to people. That's what it's done to society. Nothing is sacred anymore because of the internet.
People
Everything's in a
with
display
huge
case.
Platforms that are going to vote for Republicans, and I just don't think that's
I think he's
smart
got plenty of
overall.
energy. He's
Those are,
going
like,
after the
top
deep
watched
state.
people in the
He's going
country.
after his enemies.
Really? Where's the deep? Because I'm pretty sure he just made it illegal to even question the deep state.
Yeah, he did.
He's like, oh yeah, the files about the deep state files. Yeah, it's hoax.
Yeah, they actually just fired everybody who was involved with releasing files. They just fired all of them. So I
Yeah.
think he's just given up.
Yeah, but the fight has always been Trump against the media, and they are.
I
the
see
media
action
as well.
every day.
So they're not exempt from being
Who
criticized.
have you seen perp walked?
James Comey was just arrested.
He was not arrested.
No, he wasn't.
That's not true.
He was
The
indicted.
Kevin, just go home. Just retire. Just drink your white monster and go home.
Every person on the right of this debate, except the little guy on the far right, has said something that is completely wrong and just made up, like pulled out of thin air, completely wrong.
I'm pretty sure the guy on the far right is just Gavin McInnes's handler.
He's failing at his job.
Oh, he's just there to make sure that everything goes swimmingly. He's been nervous this entire time.
He was arrested but not perp walked. Like he had to go.
He's the only one with like fucking OCD with his fucking leg.
Donald Trump has mugshots. You have
Right, but
the
who did that?
FBI.
Fannie
Hold on,
Willis
hold on.
did that to him.
You have the FBI
Also,
that spied on him.
failed.
They framed him for fucking treason. Then Fauci creates a bioweapon, unleashes it upon the
all
world.
that's legitimate.
No one's gone to jail.
But you guys are missing
And I don't
something.
think no one will.
If I may, I think
And that's a total failure. That is a
failure.
I don't think no one
I
will.
can answer your question though.
Sure.
It's about Trump being project focused, right? Right now, he has very specific things he's trying to accomplish, and the
you
reason
add that to
he's
the
going
fucking
after the
project?
people.
That's such a big
Let
deal.
me explain.
Is that an agenda
Hold on,
is
explain.
that an agenda 47? Is that in any of the 20 points of
He's
agenda
so
47?
dumb. I hate
He
her.
talked about it on the
Right?
campaign
So-
trail.
What?
I don't know about on the document.
But let me ask
well,
you,
you
what
should
is
know
all the-
because there are 20 promises made to the American people. Perp walking Obama, and Fauci is not one of them.
But
Sorry.
regardless, and I think that's
It
important.
isn't.
I think we all want to see those people in jail, yes. But we have to look at what the number one priority is right now. What is the number one priority, I think, for all of us to prevent, right?
Sending money
The
to
FC
I wonder where he's going with this because it can't be.
It's gonna be something
it
stupid
can't
and
be-
innocuous. Making sure Israel is safe.
What's the number? Tell us what's the number one issue for all of America. What is
5
it?
billion to Israel is the next goal.
Listen, we need to tax more Americans and print more money and send it to Israel right now.
Immediately.
Oh God.
We
Avoiding
don't
World
want
War III and
Democrats.
deportation.
We don't want Democrats winning in November. That is, I think, the number one.
Okay, that's it.
Again, he's not saying anything.
He's
that
still
is
thinking on like the baby kindergarten, play school,
blue flag,
preschool,
red flag.
fucking caged in, fucking fight the other kid in the fucking playpen. It's
Yeah.
just stupid bullshit.
Priority of everybody who votes, right?
No, that's not my priority.
What is your number one priority?
Yeah, I don't think that's my priority.
Right now, in this moment, what is your
My number
one
one
priority?
priority is not letting the Iran war escalate into World War III.
So,
It
okay.
hasn't.
But this is the issue.
You guys jumped off the
That's
Trump
not
train
that, I would say
assuming
my- I would
that
say
Iran
my
is going to be a
priorities-
nightmare.
Here's my priorities.
Yeah.
You jumped off the Trump
every
train.
member of the deep state, the people that,
Exactly.
that facilitated the
Fantasies.
invasion of this country, the people that stole the election, the people that tried to incarcerate Trump,
Yeah.
the people
Why
that
don't you
weaponized the
agree?
government. All
That's
of these
a fantasy.
things. All of these things need to
I don't
happen.
think it's a fantasy.
I do think it's a fantasy.
The other thing
We
is,
disagree-
sure,
we
it's a
disagree,
fantasy.
but
So,
I-
so you're
so
willing
I
to
think-
He's even disagreeing with the woman on his own side. This debate is so fucked. Show me like a debate with people that are like 40 to 50 IQ points higher, and I think we actually might get somewhere.
Yeah, well, okay, there was one with Nick and Matt. I can't remember. It was some far right, and typically when you have two people who are intelligent, they actually tend to kind of agree a lot. It's just a
Yeah.
matter of how to get to the objective, right?
Yeah.
Because math is math. 1 + 1 = 2. You may have a different
Yeah.
formula for getting there, but typically 1 + 1 = 2. And most smart people tend to agree. So they ended up agreeing a lot. They just kind of disagreed on maybe some of the facts. So there are some of those debates out there, is what I'm saying, and I do recommend going to watch them. But you know what I wanted to say earlier when you were talking about how America was waking up? I think what's happening
Yeah.
right now is finally we're seeing people who are actually intelligent and want to fix an issue kind of shine, because we really haven't seen that in quite a while.
Yeah.
And so that obviously we're very easily capable of sitting here, and I don't know how anyone wouldn't be, of watching these two groups argue or debate and go, okay, the people on the left are intelligent, right? Smarter than the guys on
Yeah.
the right, like you just said. So
Yeah.
those debates where people are of equal intelligence, they're out there for sure. They just also tend to agree, so it's not as entertaining. They
that's
usually
right,
don't start
yeah.
yelling at each other, so they're not as popular.
Yeah.
But they are out there. They are good to watch.
Start beating up the podcaster and pissing on him.
Yeah, like this podcast ends up debating into two people kind of almost getting into.
Wait,
a
you're
little
goated and I'm goated? Who the fuck brought us here? What a waste of our time. Who wasted our time right now? Think about how much time and money we could have saved by not showing up here. Where's the podcast? Let's beat the fuck out of him. Let's pull down his pants and pee on him.
Exactly.
It's fucking, I don't know. I feel like, man, I lost my train of thought for a second. I was going to say something. Now I can't remember what it was. I might remember it here in a second.
It's
the
a
country go.
fantasy.
You're willing to let the
I-
country
I
die
think
because
it's
it's
a
a fantasy
fantasy.
to save the country. So you're not.
Oh, now I know what I was going to say. Poor people are bringing us down. We need to start killing off the poor people.
Oh, okay. Well, that's it.
They're bringing us down, Doug. They can't vote, Doug. They can't. They can. That's the problem. They can vote. They're allowed to vote. I think if you've been to jail even one time over something that's like an aggressive thing, like a physical thing, or like brandishing a weapon, or you any form of drugs at all, like getting caught with drugs at all, I don't think you should be able to fucking vote at all.
I can fix it. I can fix the problem. Ready?
Yeah.
Nobody who receives government assistance in any way, shape, or form, or government money, should be able to vote, and that includes Social Security, EBT.
True. Boomers should be allowed to
Medicare,
vote anyway.
Medicaid. True. Anyone who receives money from the government, even subsidies, like corporations that receive subsidies, they shouldn't be. Anyone who receives subsidies shouldn't be allowed to vote. Any
Yeah,
form,
that's-
and if you receive a loan from the government for student loans, you shouldn't be allowed to vote. If you haven't paid off your student loans, you shouldn't be allowed to vote. If you receive government assistance in any way, shape, or form, you shouldn't be allowed to vote. I tell you right now, I just fixed the entire fucking system.
Women.
I calm down.
What do you mean calm down? They vote
know.
80% Democrat. They don't even think about it. They just go there and vote blue because of my abortion.
And I wonder what percentage of women receive government assistance. How many receive student loans? Well, considering
A
what is
lot.
it? Exactly. I'm telling you.
But
Trust me.
you're still left with some that don't go to college, that just produce children and don't do anything.
Well, I'm actually like pro families, pro nuclear.
Well, actually, you might be right though, because I think the women with a bunch of children are probably just receiving
But-
government assistance anyway.
But exactly, they are. Most of the women who even in nuclear families
Wait,
that are still put
hold
together
on for a second. Why
receive
does government
tax subsidies
assistance even exist?
because of the Great Depression. It was a way to bounce back our economy.
And instead, now we just oppress the middle class.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's gone extremely out of hand. And again, we get flamed a lot for this opinion, which is always so funny because I grew up on government assistance. They're like, "How dare you say that about food stamps?" I'm like, "Bro, I survived on food stamps. Like, I'm well aware of how it's abused. I watched it get abused from tons of families around me and even my own. Like, what are you saying? You're gonna flame me? It's always some rich fucking boomer or some dog shit middle class woman who wants to scold me about how I'm talking about food stamps.
The moral high ground, right?
Yeah, like it drives me nuts. I can do an entire episode on it. I grew up
like
poor.
cliff jump in Minecraft.
And I know that people who receive government assistance abuse the voting system to receive more assistance. Fact. And if you receive assistance from the government or money in any way, shape, or form, you shouldn't be allowed to vote. It's as simple as that. I swear to God, that fixes pretty much the entirety of voting issues.
I agree.
And voter ID.
Yeah, I think that just pretty much just solves the problem.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
You're just a
saving the
political
country. I
fuck
think
is
that's
what you are. Everybody, this is going to be, and I think you would agree with me on this. This is going to be a big midterm election issue, and the Republicans are going to blow it. The AI surveillance state that they're building right now,
and the warrantless surveillance.
This is going to
I actually have
crush
good news
the
on
Republicans in the midterm.
No, you know what's going to crush us in November?
I have good news on this. So FISA, what they're talking about, is an extension of the Patriot Act, which is the spying bill, basically. It's pretty much the singular bill that fucked over Americans and has been fucking us for a long time. It has given the government permission to spy on us. It was initiated after 9/11, and it has been expanded upon. FISA is an extension on that, which basically means they can look through your phone and spy, just more intense spying on you.
I don't know how they're going to get past the 200 porn ads, play ads in front of the home screen.
The Democrats actually voted down the extension of FISA.
Really?
And listen, I'm not saying pro or negative on Democrats. I am saying
Fuck it, put a trans person in the office.
Right,
I don't care anymore.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. The Democrats have found a foothold into the political sphere because the Republicans aren't doing, or Trump isn't doing what he said. He said he would increase freedom of speech, reduce the spying, and instead we're seeing a massive scaling of it. Instead
I
we
will
have Democrats.
say,
go ahead.
Yeah. I prefer Sleepy Joe at this point.
I don't because it was so miserable watching him like do speeches and go to events. It was so bad. It was so terrible.
Didn't care. I didn't care anyway, but at least nothing was happening. I prefer nothing happening over something shitty happening.
Well, that's the problem is that a lot of stuff was happening. We did bomb Iran. It's just that they would never talk about it. They would just lie. He would just flat out be like, "We're good. Everything's good." I would be like,
Doug, here's the thing. I don't care about bombing Iran. I actually like to bomb Iran.
There's way more than just bombing Iran. There was a lot of other stuff going on that was happening that they weren't talking about. There are still a lot of issues that are like blatant about going. But he gave very minimal speeches about it. And when he did give speeches, they were lying. His press secretary, Jean-Pierre, or whatever her name was, it's not her fault. She wasn't given any information, but she would go up there and just be like, "Yeah, I can't answer any of your questions," or she would just lie herself. So, the good thing about Trump, whether you like him or not, is that he does kind of say everything out loud. Like, there's no hidden message. He's very blatant about what it is he plans on doing and what's happening, which I prefer to know.
We're gonna bomb Iran, and then coffee's gonna go up.
No, don't say that. Don't ever say that.
It's really pretty simple. What's going to crush us in November, and this is why I'm so frustrated about, and I don't want to get, maybe we get into gas prices. Gas prices, and it's not the fact that people are paying that much more and it's actually affecting them. Unemployment is still going down. We've added 187,000 jobs this month. So gas prices isn't actually affecting the economy, but it's affecting the psyche of the voter. That is a November issue, but I'll put that aside for a second with the most important thing to Trump. And I understand what's important to you right now is the Iran thing, but the most important thing to Trump right now is preventing Democrats from winning in November. The most important thing we can do to prevent Democrats from winning in November is passing the Save America Act. That is the legislative victories is where Trump is laser focused. So he's going to attack anybody that is standing in the way of him accomplishing his priorities.
I need to ask you a question.
Save America from who? Himself?
Save America Act is like the next big beautiful bill, and it's supposed to have like voter ID and stuff. So this episode is like 4 days old, maybe a week now. The Iran war technically today has, quote, officially ended. Again, guys, it's always back and forth, blah, blah. The Strait is open. Apparently, U.S. and Iran have reached a deal. The Save America Act failed to pass. This is just an update on current events. I was going to say this for tomorrow. And those are the big two. So
Mm.
again, this guy is just like, well, we should vote red because if we don't vote red, then the blues will win. But if we vote red and the red people haven't done what we want them to do, then what's the point of voting red in the first place? And again, it seems like the people who vote red and blue always don't seem to understand that the people in the middle aren't playing the fucking, flag football team game, and they want something to happen. And if you don't do what they want to happen, then they're not going to vote for your side. So, the logic just isn't there. Again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm voting for Thomas Massey, so I don't really care about any of that. I don't care if I'm the only person that votes for him either.
I'm with you.
We're getting so sidetracked.
David,
just,
I need
just
to
so
ask
you know, the Iran war is connected to the gas prices. Just
I need to ask you a
Well,
question.
we can talk about that, yeah.
Because what you just said, in my opinion, is what shuts these conversations down. Why didn't you have my back in that exchange?
First of all,
Damn, you've been called
for notification.
So now we get to
Now
the
we're
good
here and we're giving it all up.
Right. We beat them. Now we want the fucking GOP to deliver on their promises, and you guys are like, well, they're delivering on enough.
No,
We're
the
like,
GOP is not delivering on their promises.
Yeah, that
we
comes
bring it
down
back
to
the topic though of like the
course.
Megans, the Tuckers,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Candace Owenses. Tucker Carlson on his show has not brought up the Save America Act a singular time. He's not brought up the Save America Act one time on his show. So in terms of like actually passing policy rather than just sitting in your studio and just bitching all the time, like there's no alternative solution proposed. Like right now, Trump
This is so
wants to pass-
misdirected.
I know,
Excuse me,
Tucker Carlson
excuse me.
doesn't have a vote. So what are you talking about?
Tucker Carlson, what are you?
Tucker Carlson
there's kinda
and-
like
How
this-
many votes does Tucker
there's kinda-
Carlson
there's
have on the
kinda
SAVE
this-
Act?
It's funny,
Zero.
There's kind of like this double-edged sword that you love to play. Of like, number one, the mainstream media is dead. We are the new media. We have the power now.
Correct.
So if the media attacks something that you disagree with the media on, should we just be like, oh, the media doesn't have a vote?
No,
Like,
you're saying
whatever?
Tucker isn't doing enough for the SAVE Act. I'm saying he doesn't have
It's
a
an
vote.
example.
Tucker Carlson has a massive
He's obviously
platform, and you're
wildly
saying that
influential.
You're saying that he's so. You're saying.
So again, so you think Tucker
Let me
Carlson
finish my
has more
point.
influence
Oh my
on
God.
Republican votes in Congress
Let me-
than Trump?
What Trump is trying to pass the
No,
Save
they're
America
both very
Act.
influential.
Trump is
You think Tucker more than Trump?
No, but they're both.
Okay, so thank you.
What kind
So
of
if-
red-
Tucker's
if
obviously
it can't be
incredibly
passed,
influential.
It's not Tucker
What
Carlson.
is this? What is this red herring that you're bringing up?
It's
Trump
also
has already
Didn't say
excommunicated
that.
Tucker.
You're just
What
putting
what
words-
Why
influence does
can't the
Tucker
SAVE
have?
Act get passed? Why
Trump
can't
is
the SAVE
Trump
Act
is
get
try-
passed?
Trump is trying to pass the Save America Act. When we're talking about getting results, the Save America Act is a result that Republican voters want. Actually, most Americans
Bro,
want.
is this guy the
Tucker
most
Carlson
redundant
has
retard
not
ever?
mentioned
Can you
the Save
pause
America Act
thing?
a single
Pause-
time.
pause the video. This guy just said Trump is trying to pass the Save America Act. Republicans want the Save America Act to pass. Tucker Carlson hasn't talked about Save America Act. What is going on? Like, what is he? Ew, what is he saying? None of it makes any sense. If Trump wants it to pass, the Republicans who control the House and the Senate want it to pass. Then why is it passing? Is this guy trying to imply that Tucker is somehow God and is smiting the bill as it enters the Congress or the House or the president's desk? Like, what are you saying?
What's so odd to me here is that we know Tucker, Candace, Nick Fuentes are all fucking feds.
Yes, paid in some way, shape.
And these people on the left don't even know that. We're 2 steps ahead of the people that are entering into fucking debates with, I mean, semi-well-known people, I suppose.
Yeah.
They're kind of paid, but I know Gavin McInnes at least, but he's probably the worst out of all of them. Even Latina's technically doing better than he is, because he doesn't even really have a point most of the time. When he does, it's kind of just something he's already said.
Yeah, because he's accidentally on the wrong side, right? Like, yeah, his only point is like, oh, the Republicans are popular now. Great, that's his literal only like grace for himself that he's taken away from this. Like, this is great. Republicans are the good side now, so that's it.
Yeah.
Even though the party is betraying everything that the current form is betraying everything that it once stood for, right? There's a ton of illegals that still are here, even though they're gone. War is happening, which is typically anti-republic. Like, like in every way.
I don't know. I feel like his
deficit
conscience
exploding.
is fucking eating at him too. Yeah, you can just
Maybe.
kind of see it.
Maybe.
If he has one.
I hate
He's
this
one.
guy.
Yeah.
Well, I hate the guy next to him because I literally I don't understand anything he's saying. He's basically at this point operating like a contrarian who's just arguing to argue. None of his points make sense. Foundationally, nothing. There's nothing there. he keeps making up facts that don't exist. Like
Yeah.
everything he's saying is basically, it's all just a lie. It's all, I hate this word, misinformation. It's just fake. Like, and this, his entire brain is full of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like this guy is
Yeah.
like toxic. I don't know what to call it. You know, he's a fucking plague. I had no idea. Here he is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay to the topic, which is about loyalty and about why Trump is attacking Tucker, Megyn. I'm not even going to group Candace Owens in this. That is why. I'm bringing it back to the topic that in terms of like getting results from the American people, the Save America Act is a result, and Tucker Carlson has decided, I don't really care about this.
He doesn't have a vote. None of us have a vote on the Save America Act. That's literally all Congress.
But the topic is loyalty. The topic is loyalty. So the question is, are people allowed?
Yeah, the strategy is take over the system with Party A, and then have the popular voices of Party B get paid off to essentially paint them, put themselves into the position of the moral high ground. When Party A, they essentially turn Party A into the villain, and they make Party B the hero, and then they just take over Party B. Party B rises to power, and then it rinses and repeats over and over again. And that's what Candace Owens, Nick Fuentes, Tucker Carlson, that's what they all are. The reason why people like Thomas Massey, because he's not Party A, Party B, or Party C. He's fucking Party ? You don't even know what the fuck he is anymore. He's about to fucking beat the fuck out of you.
There is only one right side right now, and those are the ones who want to see the Voldemort files. That's it. Anyone else is paid opposition. That's it. Anyone who's not talking about it anymore is a fake. And guess who's not talking about it anymore? Tucker Carlson, Ed9, Candace. I mean, to be fair, I'm a little 50-50 on Candace. I think she's like kind of gone off on her own mission, and I can't tell if it's on purpose or not. She's
dark chocolate, Doug.
There are some interesting things that she's put forward that, I kind of trust her a little bit. To be honest, I'm not, that's just what I can tell. She's kind of the only one who's really pushing narratives when it comes to Charlie Kirk and his wife, and just that whole operation. Even the FBI director.
Yeah.
I can't tell. That's all I'm saying. I can't tell, and she's on her own path. That's all I know. I don't know if it's a paid for one. I don't know what the objective would be, but I trust her way more than I trust Nick and
Tucker.
Yeah, because again, they both
Both
have,
their parents were fucking federal.
Yeah, is what it is. Not like either of them. I never
allowed to express dissent from President Trump without being considered disloyal and then getting cut off.
Can I interject? I don't like that framing at all. What are we even talking about? We have to be loyal to a politician? Is
Well,
this
that's
like
the
America?
He's so right.
I love
It's
that.
crazy to be loyal
My follow.
But I
to
want
a politician.
So tell me.
Why? Why would we ever be loyal to a politician? They owe us loyalty. We are their constituency. They have to deliver on the promises to us. This is totally inverted. This is evidence that you guys exist in a cult.
Wait, we did not come up with the question of loyalty. I don't think we owe loyalty to anyone. I think that if you look at if we're going back to the broader
That's
topic
not true.
of
That's not true. He just said that Tucker and Candace and all of them, they were disloyal, right? That's what
correct.
you said.
Tucker and Megyn. It's not about. And I think this is again. It's not black and white. There's nuance to what Gavin's saying. It's not about loyalty. Tucker literally called Trump the Antichrist. Megyn was fired basically from Fox News because she was attacking Trump.
Who gives a fuck? They have a podcast. He's the president of the United States. They can say whatever they want.
Kick their ass.
She's so great.
Okay, you told them to fuck off.
In terms of your question, are people allowed to express dissent without Trump going after them? Can we agree that there's a difference between dissent and calling someone the Antichrist, someone specifically who is at?
No, there's not actually.
Oh, cry a river.
They're
Shut
the same thing.
But the
they're the
conflict
same
began
fucking
before
thing.
Trump.
I can call Trump the hard R. It doesn't fucking matter.
You
It
can
was
show
after he
dissent,
called him
but you
the
can't call the
Antichrist. And by the
politician
way, he called him
names.
the anti. If we're talking about
What the?
principle-
Shut up. Shut
conservatism,
up.
He called him the Antichrist
Oh, my
after
Lord.
Trump Truth Socialed, saying it would be the end
Talking
of
about name calling.
civilization.
Like, what
In
is this, grade
2023,
school? Shut
Tucker
up.
Carlson on
I
Fox
hate
News said, "I hate Iran. They deserve to be annihilated." So in terms of principled conservatism, Tucker switched his whole positions. Trump essentially said what Tucker said before, and then Tucker calls him the Antichrist. I mean, if we're talking about
Oh no, is that a crime?
a misalignment of where Trump has changed from 2024.
Oh, my Lord.
Go back 2016. 2016 to now, and then I can show you a litany of areas where Tucker is.
Are you compensated to track the transcripts of Tucker Carlson's monologues? Because I find it fascinating. I have never seen anyone that
How long
knows
were you thinking of that joke?
that knows. It's not. I literally just sprung to mind. I've never seen anyone that actually knows like the timestamps of the shit that he said and when he's evolved his position. This is remarkable. Are you his biggest fan?
So he's allowed to evolve, but Lindsey Graham isn't, right?
The attack line right now is that I'm being factual. Is that
No.
is that your position?
Yeah, I'm saying.
I've also brought up different times that Trump has said something as well. I've also brought up different times that Lindsey.
What the fuck does it matter? What's the policy? We're talking about name calling right now. Are you ill?
The answer it tells me that might be.
Israel paid
You
him.
could continue the conversation.
You actually think, wait,
Guys,
if
you
you're
could
gonna
continue the
accuse me of getting
conversation.
paid by a foreign government, I'm gonna.
Guys,
I'm
please,
gonna
please,
respond to
you
that.
could continue the conversation. I'm just saying, this is a good opportunity to take a turn because
I
this
thought he
issue
specifically
affects
says that
more
about
than
foreign
just
government.
Trump and high-profile podcasters. It affects the way we
Wild.
interact with each other. So the current MAGA side has adopted terms like panicants and doomers to describe people on the right who question the administration about issues ranging from the economy to personnel choices to the Iran war. The implication appears to be that speaking up about concerns is a sign of panic and distrust of a larger plan at work. The invention and usage of these terms has contributed to those on the other side who may now identify as America First instead of MAGA, saying that MAGA has become a cult of groupthink and unquestioning devotion to Donald Trump. Are people allowed to question this administration without being labeled as traitors? Resume.
Brandon, we have been
on each other
since 2016. It's switched now, and now they do it because we don't change our
Now it's
positions.
accurate, actually.
It's so now it's they've taken the rhetoric. I'm not necessarily saying these four, but in general, that side of what the left used to do to us for all these years, because we don't change our positions. Now, do I think them criticizing Trump is
Because we don't change our positions. It seems to me like they change their positions depending on which way Trump's comes and fucking shoots in.
True. First, no new wars, then the Iran war is good.
being a
Prices
doomer?
go
Yeah.
down unless we need to give money away and also go fight the war. Like, what are you saying?
Yeah, this is
Or
ridiculous.
a trait? I don't think so necessarily, but I will tell you this. Since before Trump took office, December 2024, on X specifically, people have been tuning out.
What are you using that term correctly?
I don't know if it's an accent or what. She said it again.
Does she know what it even means? Like,
don't
do we
know.
know? What are we?
I don't know. I don't know if she's doing it on purpose or what.
Is Emily about to get offended? Are we about to get some sort of reveal here?
December 2024, they started with the H-1B visas before Trump was even inaugurated. They have been fighting since before this man took the oath. That is something that a few of us have noticed and said, this is more of a psyop. The fact that they panic about everything, if he tweets, they have taken the same personality that the left had from 2016 to 2020. That's just my opinion.
What about calling everybody Nazis? Do you think it's helpful that Mark Levin has called everybody a Nazi that disagrees with him and then said that we gotta ban the speech of Nazis?
Yeah, the Democrats
You
called
said
it
who?
racist, and now
Now we're Nazis. So
They truly are getting hit from both sides.
yeah, it's a lose-lose for them.
people on the America First, America Only side call you guys a cult. You guys aren't much better by calling us Nazis.
I've never.
Wait.
What do you mean?
I never-
We're
I
called
think you're right.
Like, this is-
Nazis?
this is-
What are you
I
talking
don't think you're a
about?
Nazi or a traitor. I think you guys are fair weather friends. And
I've
you've
literally
dumped him
never
because
said any of your
We're
immigration.
talking
You
about
dumped him. You make it seem like he's his ex-boyfriend. So
Mark
fucking
Levin,
Immigration
I'm
isn't
giving
good
you an
enough.
example. I
That's your
didn't
one
say
argument.
you.
Okay,
You
well,
didn't
I don't
say
even
me.
listen to
I
Mark
didn't call
Levin.
you a cult.
I
You
don't-
didn't
I
call
don't
me a
even
Nazi.
listen to
We're
Mark
using
Levin.
general
I'll
terms
get
right
there.
now. Okay.
So your reasons seem to be.
They really did
borders
fail to
are
understand that,
being
didn't they?
policed well.
We never called you Nazi.
There's not enough deportations.
Yeah,
That's a very subjective thing. So that's not a good enough reason to jump off the train. The second.
He's still calling it a train. He's still stuck on
I
the
know.
train
The
thing.
The
X-Files
boomer
are
logic,
gay
man.
and boring.
I
A
can't
bunch of
with
rich
him,
dudes
dude.
were
I
having sex
can't.
with teenagers. I don't care. It's called Motley Crue backstage. It's a
Go
snooze
back,
fest.
go back,
So
go
drop
back.
Motley Crue?
Go back.
Now,
Doug, go back to what?
Go back just like 5 seconds, please. What he says there pissed me the fuck off.
off the train. The second one is the Epstein files. I'm sorry to break it to you. The Epstein files are gay and boring.
Pause 1 second. Let me see if I can. Let me see how long it takes me to find a file.
Of him sucking another man's cock.
Let me see here. Snow White, Epstein. Let's see how long it takes me to prove that it was they weren't just teenagers. Let's see.
We literally have video proof of a fucking 11-year-old.
We have 200 videos of the. Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah, but we have one that went viral at least.
You are correct. White dress.
I mean, it's not gay because that there one was male, one was female, and it definitely isn't boring because people are wanting to talk about it. So
yeah, I mean,
once again,
pull this up really quick. Here's the emails. I can just find the and the address. There's. Let's see. It should take me 5 minutes here. Here's the file. Snow White was effed twice as soon as she put on her costume from Solana. That was fun. Stay high to Snow White. And I'm trying to find the dress. Svetlana. That's actually.
she was technically above age, I think.
Oh, was she? Okay. Gotcha.
I think I don't know if she was either above age or she was like close to like 16, 17-ish area.
All I'm saying is
Either way,
yeah.
it's still bad, regardless.
I'm just saying I don't think it's I think it's a little more than just the Motley Crue or whatever.
Josh Fink, Larry Fink's brother. That's pretty funny. Or sorry, son of Larry Fink.
If a bunch of rich dudes were having sex with teenagers, I don't care. It's called Motley Crue backstage.
The boomer. This is a very common boomer Republican opinion as a comment on a lot of our shows. I mean, some of those people were just young, like 11.
It's so wild to look at these people that I used to watch on YouTube like back in the day, and now it turns out, oh, they're just pedophiles too, probably.
Yeah, that was kind of been surprising to me how many people are okay with this in general, and like, where do you think he draws the line? Like, what do you think teenager means? Teenager ranges from 13
to
18
to 19.
19. Sorry. So how young? Because we've seen them real young in those files, real young.
He's looked pretty nervous this whole time. I'm gonna say if it's on the clock, it's good enough for him. That's why his handler is here to begin with.
Fair. So yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a huge boomer take.
Files. Now Iran it's been 2 months. It's been 1 month of action, 15 dead Americans, and 1 month of pretty much no action. Like I can explain to you the merit of the war in Iran. It's not a war. It's a brilliant geopolitical move that can put us in the front seat of the global oil. And right now we have London handling that. With Lloyd's.
We have a segment about Iran.
Right.
I'd like to, for the moment, keep it about how we interact with each other because Lynn.
What was remember the girl in the sailor outfit?
Yeah, that's what I was referring to.
That was you referring to? Okay, I thought.
Yeah, that was the like 11-year-old, maybe a bit younger.
Well, we're not going to show.
And she was clearly distressed too. By the way, there was very obvious signs of psychological distress.
We also watched a ton of videos of like I don't know, 14 to 16-year-olds dancing in his office naked. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. It's just incredible that these guys have this opinion. But again,
I would have arrested them on the artwork alone.
Yeah, I know, right? People still deny he's a pedo, and he has
a bunch of black people in paintings. Come on, what is this? 1700?
That's not what I was referring to. Like little children and all of these pictures and shit. I don't know.
That's fucked.
The release of the files for me, and I've been surprised by a lot of the takes from family and friends around me, has been eye-opening as to, I don't want to say like good people versus bad people, but people I should surround myself with. Fair enough. People I should and shouldn't surround myself with. And so the boomer guy there, which again is a really, really common take that I've seen a lot on our Facebook replies, because a lot of boomers are, and Instagram, say the same thing, and I'm just in awe. I don't reply because we're not going to change their minds. They're pedo or pedo adjacent themselves.
Grandpa, they were raping children. Yeah,
So
I watched
what?
Motley Crue back in the day. They were fucking
Yeah.
teenagers. It's another. Give me my another fucking beer. No, Grandpa, I'm gonna drown you in your sleep.
Wait, hold on. I have another one. Hold on. This is Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, of course, it's Quentin.
Yeah, I
Why
mean,
is
this
it
one
not
shouldn't be
Quentin?
that surprising, but hold on, let me see if I can pull up the audio. I think it's this. Here, try this one.
And looking back on it, Pulp Fiction was actually kind of mid.
That one's not it. This one is. Second one. Here, right here. This one I just sent you. This is Quentin Tarantino, and I could do this all day. We could do this all fucking day. I could go back through the files and pull up 10 videos of little girls being harmed or filmed.
These 13-year-old party girls is so wild.
Yep, and it's in the
Just
in the
in
audio.
puberty.
Yeah, it's in the audio. Maybe skip.
It's 5 minutes, Doug. I'm not skipping
Yeah,
through
it's
it.
fine. But it's right there.
But
You can go and find it. It's not hidden. 13-year-old party girls. And again, that boomer there on the right would probably be like, "Yeah, that's some Motley Crue shit."
Yeah, that's wild. That's fucking wild. Yeah,
Anyone
this picture
trying-
summarizes it pretty easily.
Yep. Sorry for the brief takeaway, guys, but
Yeah, movies are overrated, by the way.
Linda, you made the point that they've become a lot like the left. I mean, what do you think about the idea that using terms like panicans, doomers,
Well, I'm not saying specifically
shuts
these
down
four.
conversation
Wait,
like the left
Brandon,
does?
don't you think it also shuts down a conversation for him to just accuse me that I'm taking foreign money out of nowhere?
Well, for the record, I didn't say
you
foreign money. I asked if you were paid for your talking point.
But,
Why is he underwater?
I said, yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Some
Okay,
of the
so
mics.
I'm saying, like, if we're talking about shutting down conversation, I mean, that's just such a stupid thing to say.
No, it's not.
If
It's
we're
not
talking
actually
about
stupid.
shutting down, if we're talking about shutting down
Hold on,
conversation, it has to be on
Why
both.
is
Hold on, let me
It has to be on
explain
both
why.
ways.
Why can
Let
they
me
call us
explain
a cult?
It was
and
a
that
personal
doesn't shut
dig.
down conversation?
Which you do have the opportunity to
Yeah.
respond to. I don't think it's indicative of a broader ideological idea that
Well,
one team
actually-
Can I
it's,
talk
no.
about the subject, like the specific subject you asked?
Yes.
Because
I think they
get
did that
leading
intentionally. I think they
followers
muffled
since
his
I
mic.
started
I've seen him
talking
do it to
about
the
Israel,
other guy.
Yeah.
and then
Maybe.
immediately, the second I say anything online, I am treated worse than we would treat people on the left who are actually fucking crazy for the most. By the way, I'm not attacking Israel or Netanyahu. I'm not speaking
I am.
negatively about Jews as a whole. A lot of people are. I'm not one of those people. But the way I am treated and it's actually unbelievable. And this is worse than the cancel culture I've received from the left. Because the second you're labeled anti-Semitic in this industry, you are not doing well. Brands are dropping you, deals are dropping you, and I'm like, my thing is when I criticize him, I'm also talking about the wins. The wins are very important, and I'm not like end of days. I'm very hopeful. I'm voting red no matter what. All I care about is winning the next election, because those people scare the fuck out of me, and I think they would literally kill us if they could, and it's terrifying. And that's all I care about is winning. But it is crazy when I criticize him. I bleed followers. All of a sudden, I'm a grifter. I'm a sellout. I'm a liberal, and I'm like, that is not accurate. I'm allowed to criticize him. I voted for him. I also ruined my life voting for him. I can never work again. I go in public and I'm spit on, I'm assaulted, I'm told I should be raped to death.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, yo, I put a lot on the line, so I get to criticize him. But then it's like influencers who joined like a year ago who are fully vaccinated calling me a fucking grifter. And I'm like, sincerely, sit the fuck down.
That's such a good point, Emily, and I actually want to ask you guys about that because I think every person on this stage has made enormous.
Yeah, we can get to what you sent me here.
Oh yeah. All right, guys. We haven't done a new piece of Epstein stuff in a while, but here we have. So Epstein had ordered. If you don't know what we're referring to, there are files in which a couple of people, but one specifically, talks about having sex, unfortunately, with a little girl who put on a Snow White costume, and it also turns out that Epstein had ordered a toddler Snow White costume just weeks before.
Looks to be accurate. That's the most tackiest talent I've ever seen, so it has to be his fucking house.
But it's what's interesting is that there was a picture of the dress in the Epstein files, and I can't find it online anymore. It's just gone. But it was clearly a Snow White costume for a child, for a toddler. So again, I'm just astonished that people still don't think that it has to do with absolutely disgusting. Okay,
I think that may have been a different one. That may have been his assistant. All right, we can get back to this. Just need to clear that up.
Professional sacrifices, every type of sacrifice, because we were outspoken people behind President Trump. And some from 2015, I got on board in 2018, but we gave up a lot. So wouldn't that in itself allow us the freedom and the grace to speak up when we're not feeling satisfied with what we feel?
Yeah, and Brendan, I think we are still a cult. I think all of us are in the same cult, and that's what's great about this
he's not
cult
even denying
is that
it.
we can disagree inside this cult. The other cult,
But you
they
can't
don't allow
really,
these
that's the point.
conversations. So I
They can no
Calling
longer
each other names for
I'm not calling anybody names. Then there are people online.
You've never used the term panicans, doomers?
Oh no, I joke. No, when I call somebody a panic, I'm not speaking of any particular people. It is a panic.
I think the podcast is getting a little bit too involved
to say,
here.
Oh God, these tariffs are going to bankrupt our economy, and then look, it didn't bankrupt
He's
our
supposed to be
economy.
the
It actually
mediator.
helped. So I do think there are approaches we could take to things, and we could disagree.
helped?
The name calling
We've
and
gone
stuff,
up
it
in
depends.
debt.
I don't
We've
personally
just
attack
gone
them. I
up
generally
in
don't.
debt. We're at
not if
40
they don't
trillion
deserve it.
now.
But
41.
for the most part, I think a lot of the criticism we all get. They're nameless, faceless,
not.
unverified people
No,
who
they're
are
not. I'm
making it
attacked
seem.
by all Republicans and most of the
Right.
biggest ones.
But
I was attacked personally by President Trump.
I was raped by President Trump.
They think I'm like fucking insane. It's Republicans coming after me and going and talking to brands,
I do think-
sponsorships, talking
I
to the
do
news.
think this
oh,
argument
she's this, she's that.
is
Don't work with her. Oh,
somewhat-
she's anti-Semitic. She hates Jews, which is
Somewhat.
fucking crazy and also not
Yeah.
true. And even
You're gonna get
Emily,
attacked.
I
no
get
matter
that
what.
too, and I'm on the other side.
No, I know, and we've talked about
the chairman
this.
of the GOP in Miami has literally basically blocked.
But it's pretty funny here. So all of them start to go, we're not anti-Semitic, and we don't believe any of the anti-Jewish narratives. But they all proceed to go on and talk about how they're all called anti-Semitic and attacked by Jews. It's actually the funniest thing here. It's one of my favorite
Yeah.
segments.
What is it,
Blacklisted.
off me
Yeah.
from everything because he says I'm anti-Semitic.
Okay,
This
I
is-
don't
No,
think
no,
you're
I
not.
was going
I
to say.
agree with you.
I was going to say the
They do
opposite.
this. They do this.
We're like the opposite of anti-Semitic. We're so pro-Semitic.
It's fucking vicious, and the way they try to block me from MAGA, and we should gatekeep MAGA. Who the fuck are you to say you should gatekeep MAGA? And no offense, it's people like Alex Clark said that, and I'm like, oh, be so fucking for real right now.
You know, we get
all
it too,
deserve
though.
No, you know what would be really great moving forward? I think, I tend to separate people from their politics and personalities. It's too much, and it's fucking irrelevant to me. I just want to win elections till I fucking die, and then I want to continue to vote red. So it's just that's what I care about. But the constant attacking,
pretty
I'm like,
base.
I literally don't remember the last time a liberal,
I hate
besides
perma vote
gay
color.
dean, attacked me. It's always Republicans, and I'm like, you're really
Well, it's
focused on,
Israel. Israel has become the most polarizing thing on the right, and you're
And
talking
it
about people
shouldn't.
calling you a Nazi. I'm liking Jews. I'm bleeding followers and friends who call me Goyven McSheckles.
That's the greatest name ever. Oh my
God. That's his new name. That's his new name.
Yeah,
It's
that's his
official.
new name. That's stuck forever.
Goyven McSheckles. Over here.
McSheckles. The internet is undefeated. Goyven
Oh my
McSheckles
God.
back at it again.
Oh my God.
That's so
That's
awesome.
perfect. Goyven McSheckles.
Goyven
Let's let him talk.
McSheckles. Alright, sorry.
He shouldn't have said that.
Jew lover.
So the elephant in the room in this whole thing
Oh
is
my
what
God.
Israel is doing to the left, to the right.
I think that we can actually boil this down, and there's actually a trend in elections that show why this is happening. Obama wasn't even supposed to beat Hillary Clinton. The reason Obama beat Hillary Clinton in the Democrat primaries is because he ran directly against Bush's wars in the Middle East. That's why he beat Hillary and then won the election. Now, you could say the same thing about Trump in 2016.
Sure.
He was campaigning against these same wars. I believe wars in the Middle East are a swing issue, and this is what is swinging presidential elections. Now that we're in 2026, I do think it's more directional towards Israel, simply because that's where all of the special interest, foreign interest money that's influencing Congress and influencing these decisions is coming from.
Essentially all the corruption.
Here's what I think is important for everybody at some point, if you can find a time to address the audience of where you're coming from. So, if you want to say that I have these fantasies, that's perfectly fine. But here's the way I look at America. Here's the way I look at politics, and I wonder, how anybody could disagree with this. I think that our government is corrupt to its core. I think that our country has become so corrupt and we've become so sold out, and the American dream and the American way of life continues to be degraded, and our society continues to crumble. So yes, if you want to call it a fantasy that I want to save this country with drastic measures, then call me a fantasy. That's fine. I have a fantasy of living in a great country where people can afford to live.
I'll
where
tell
we have
you,
a big
can you
middle
pause?
class,
Yeah.
and
I'll tell-
Washington.
okay, so 2 steps to fix this country. A is the first thing I said earlier about stopping people if they receive government money.
The second thing is
Ready? Hold on. Second thing that you never hear any president ever talk about or any politician ever.
Yeah.
Ready?
okay.
Destroy the Patriot Act. Boom. Telling you right there. If you run on that platform alone, instant win. Instant win. And it's sad at this point that most people have kind of forgotten about the Patriot Act because it's the linchpin fucking screw at the top of the helicopter holding the entire surveillance state all together. If you remove
I want a
the
disabled
Patriot Act-
trans black gay black person.
Oh, you want one. Like as to own? Like what are you saying here?
Why was that?
I just don't know. What do you mean? Like you want one
What
to
do you
run?
mean? Dog, that's slavery. What are we talking about?
I don't know with you. I don't know where you're
What
going.
do you mean?
I don't know where you're going with it.
I don't know where you're going. What the fuck? Dog, that's slavery. That's slavery.
I'm not saying I'm for it. I'm saying you're more likely to be for it. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying. What does that have to do
What?
with removing the Patriot Act?
That's who I want to support going against it. That way we can vote them into office.
I don't care who it is. It could be a dog. It could be an AI. I don't give a fuck who it is. I just think either of the if you have someone run in that particular issue, which nobody ever will, they would immediately get killed. If you had somebody run on that premise that all they were going to do, single issue, only issue, was that they were going to tear up the Patriot Act and send us back pre 9/11 when it came to surveillance, at least legal surveillance. Dude, I'm curing America instantly, all of our problems.
We'll send an email to Mr. Massey.
Let them know. That would be fantastic.
Doesn't dictate the future of the country. That's the problem. So if that's a fantasy for me to want to live in that world, then fine, call it a fantasy. I'd like to make that a reality. That's what this is about for me.
I didn't call it a fantasy.
That's why I supported Trump.
I called the perp walking of, let's say, Obama, Fauci, a fantasy, because I don't believe that's going to happen. Now, I'm not saying that you're wrong
But
for
Trump
wanting
did
that.
say they committed treason.
I'm not saying you're wrong for wanting that or that you shouldn't want that. I'm saying that to me is a fantasy.
And because
A
it
lot of
won't happen,
times-
we
a
will
lot of
continue to
times-
lose our country.
Listen,
That's the problem.
A lot of laws
I want to get back to the topic of how we interact with each other. So on this topic, I want to bring up something, just a personal
He's a good moderator,
experience that I had to sort of illustrate exactly
Not
what
too
we
bad.
were just talking about. So you and I had something happen
He's also a
between
little
us
biased,
online
but-
recently.
Ooh,
And,
gay. A little bit gay.
I put a post out on
probably.
X, and I basically said I want to kind of refresh the people that I'm following with some great truth tellers. Can anyone recommend any accounts that I should be following? I got about 200 comments from people and a lot of different recommendations. And if you go through and you look at my comments, you'll see at least
We had
the first
Goyven
7
McShackles.
people who responded to me, I
McShackles.
followed the accounts that they told me to follow. And I went and I responded to them and I said, oh, thanks for the suggestion. You know, some of the people I knew, some of them I didn't know. I just basically followed everything I was suggested. One woman said to me, I've really been enjoying Buckley Carlson's posts. I highly recommend him. I clicked on the tag, went to his account, saw that he was already following me. Truth be told, I really don't know who Buckley Carlson is. I don't know much about him. I followed him back. I went back to her account and I said, thanks for the recommendation. I just followed him. Eyal took a screenshot of that, posted it on his account with the word what ? And hundreds of comments came in, and I want to show you guys. This is
Okay.
literally just
All right.
because
I think this is
followed
interesting.
The Buckley
Yeah, he
Carlson
follows him.
account. This is what happened. So here's the exchange.
Okay, I can't read any of that.
Brandon Strzok is on the side of Islamo-commie Nazis. Unfollowed him a while back. Brandon Strzok is a Candace-level Nazi prick. Brandon has been a big disappointment since he went totally Israel obsessed. Guess he, oh, well, okay, it's going a little fast. Candace-level Nazi prick. Geez, Brandon, are you insane? I walked away from Brandon Strzok. He apparently supports anti-Semites. Brendan is one of the most unstable and erratic gays on the app. I really don't know why people
Wait, he
still
is
follow
gay.
him.
Put that in your bio.
That's
Brendan
clearly
is
an
woke
accurate.
like another
He is gay.
right retarded. Okay, that's a small sample.
I was
of what
right.
happened. Now,
Wow.
listen,
Who was right? I can do it.
Good
be
job.
accountable for what other people say.
No,
Maybe
that's why they're
Emily
mostly
is
anonymous too. Like, are they
well,
anybody that?
Dude, if Emily's trans, this entire debate just got 10 times better.
right-wing accounts, and they all, many of them said that they used to follow me, and you could be right. They could be bots, which is an issue as well. Here's one of the many issues that I had. Number one, it was insane, the reaction that I got. And to me, it was identical to me of leftist behavior. I mean, like a leftist sort of Antifa online attack.
I knew his clothes were matching too
Aeon,
well.
you and I became friends last year. I consider you a
How's
friend.
the
I hope you
haircut?
consider me a friend.
Boys and McShuckles, we love
fought
you
Mom
too.
Donnie
Boys and
in New York
McShuckles.
City. We
Unfortunately lost.
well, it was an uphill battle.
May God save
It
the
was an
city.
uphill battle. Some of the things that we did, rallies,
would
debates.
100%
you sat
call him
next to
Goy
me on a
McShuckles.
debate.
I know. Yeah,
Organization
never
paid
anything
to have
else.
signs
Boy,
made
even
saying things
McShuckles.
like Jews have a right to
Ever.
exist, and, Israel has a right to exist. You sat there and allowed these people to say these things about me and didn't say a single word to defend me as people were calling me a Nazi and an anti-Semite. So, first of all, that bothers me. But second of all, I want to...
He just fucking called this dude out. He
Yeah.
brought him on the show,
Just
and
to
he
do it,
still
dude.
called him out.
Respect. I respect that. The
Like-
setup's crazy.
You didn't even fucking defend me, you piece of shit. That's okay. That's okay. That's fucking wild, dude. That's fucking wild.
talk about the danger of allowing this kind of language to take place. We have people in our movement who are getting shot and killed. I mean, we get physically attacked as conservatives when we go to places, and I think largely because the left has allowed narratives to persist that we're Nazis and racists and bad people. We should not be doing this to each other, and I just want to ask you, why didn't you have my back in that exchange?
Damn, you're being called out.
Go to McShuckles.
Obviously don't think you're an anti-Semite. Most of those accounts.
I wish you
probably
would have said that.
First of all, I didn't read any of my comments.
so pissed about
this. Why, but I'm saying I didn't
Very
see any
personal
of that
for you.
happening, so I apologize that I didn't stick up for you. And if I did see all those comments, obviously you're not a Nazi. Obviously I would have said that. And when Nick Shirley was getting attacked like 2 months ago for being an anti-Semite, I wrote this long post saying Nick Shirley obviously isn't an anti-Semite. I think calling everyone an anti-Semite, number one, is unhelpful.
I think it's anti-Semitic.
And I think number two,
Goyven? Hello?
Goyven, hello.
Meaning of that
Agreed.
word.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So to address that, and I apologize, had I seen all those comments, obviously I would have said something. But I think when we're talking about the reason I don't read my comments is because I open my comments and all it is die Jew right now. I called the FBI multiple times to people to show up to their homes because they had actively plotted to kill me. And so when you're talking about
Nobody's
calling
that
people an
plotting
anti-Semite
to kill
versus,
you.
I mean, you open Twitter and it is Goebbels level Nazi propaganda. And so it's kind of difficult for me to
Oh, God.
How is
someone
there
anti-Semite
Nazi
when-
propaganda
at least
when
just
all the
Gavinson, I think
Nazis?
most people here would agree.
This dude would be more useful
These
getting turned into
labels
soap.
that are being thrown are kind of irrelevant now.
Okay,
What's
what the fuck
irrelevant
was
is
that
that
line?
This week alone,
You just
synagogues
duped us into
were shot
oblivion
up
with
in
that.
Toronto.
Holy shit.
There was a man,
Oh my
the Egyptian
God.
national, who showed up at a
I
rally
don't
for a
disagree.
vigil for the hostages in Colorado. The Jewish Museum was shot up in I mean,
These are all Muslims, too.
I mean,
not just
the amount of
Nazis.
rhetoric. For instance, another thing, Dan Bilzerian, it just came out yesterday, asked how he could kill Ben Shapiro. Owen Schroyer had him on his show. So I'm saying, if you find me anyone who's actively called,
Are you relying on Nick Fuentes' account as to what Dan Bilzerian said?
For me to finish,
I wouldn't doubt it.
If you're,
He kicked
He
my
is.
friend in the
He
face
is.
at a
I know exactly as a right to.
Not the nicest guy ever.
Doesn't mean he plotted to kill Ben Shapiro.
Ask him about kicking a girl in the face.
if we're gonna talk,
Oh,
Honestly,
God. These
okay,
people are ridiculous.
all I'm saying
talk
is,
about
if
this when I
Nick
go to synagogue, when I
kicked
speak at
her
synagogue,
friend in
I
the
say
face,
actively, stop
I'm a
calling
Nick
people an
supporter.
anti-Semite.
Yeah, I will say that. I will say that as well.
That's
At that point, I don't care if he's a
I
Fed.
posted that with Buckley and that woman Trisha Hope. Buckley Carlson has spent the past 4 months accusing Erica Kirk of murdering her own husband and covering
She did.
it up. Trisha Hope has done the exact thing.
She helped
I
at least.
vehemently despise
yeah.
those people. In
Or she
terms
just
of
doesn't
death
give a
threats,
fuck.
Erica Kirk
Dead.
and Turning Point
Either
have
way, she's a
more
piece of
death
shit.
threats from the so-called right than they have from Antifa because of people like Candace Owens, Buckley Carlson,
No, it's not.
and Trisha
People
Hope.
were all
And
over
so
Erica
for
Kirk
me at
before
least,
Candace
it
Owens
was-
said anything.
It was personal to me because
Yeah.
she had just lost her husband, and for the past 6 months, rather than getting empathy from the right, from people who so-called cared about Charlie, they're going after his wife. And so for me, it's standing
so
on
weird.
principle.
The people
Again,
who,
in terms of calling
quote,
people anti-Semites, I
cared
think it's
about
totally wrong.
Charlie
Owen dressed up as a
are
Hasidic
attacking his
Jew
wife.
and started
I
dancing
wonder
for
why
shekels
that
on his
might
live stream, which
dancing for shekels.
Did
you get it?
But I want to respect.
Yeah, I mean, she kind of just went on stage with fireworks,
but he's an
expensive
anti-Semite.
outfits. Just fucking. How are we feeling tonight, Charlie Kirk supporters? Welcome to the funeral.
That side, like, I feel like, no disrespect, but I feel
Buy
like
this
you're
new
biased
bracelet.
in this panel. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like you.
Well, that's what I was about to
towards
say.
that. And as for me, I've received the opposite of what you've received. So I'll give you an example. I posted a picture with Ana Paulina Luna. I didn't know that
She's a
apparently
smoke show.
I had no idea that
she's
people
hot.
didn't like her, and they said that she's a Jew.
said
And I guess she took a picture with Benjamin Netanyahu. I don't know when it was, if it was before or prior to the war. I'm not sure. What I didn't know, my comment section was going to be filled with Jew, 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 Jew. Are we going to deny that there's also
The
an
internet is
Israel
so
derangement syndrome on
We're
the
not.
other side or on their side, and they come after us and they're just as nasty? They send death threats.
That's what I was
They're
about to
horrible.
say.
Did
wait.
any of us reply with
I
that
want
to
to
you?
make a point on that though, because I even had to come out
I do
and I
want
was
to
like,
reply.
okay,
Wait, can I hear Brandon's
Am I
reply?
trans?
the
Hopefully.
Jews are the root of all evil, which people DM me like big names, and they're like, let me convince you, and I'm like, I would rather fucking do anything else than listen to that
Yeah, it's so
shit.
tedious.
But the root, the Jews are the root of all evil. Everything goes back to them. Those people are fucking crazy, and they should be not listened to, okay?
So
The people who
Never mind.
also fucking
So-
wrong. They're both extremely, I mean, crazy liberal. But that's the problem, is like, I've made like valid I've criticized things, and then I've had consequences for those things, and I think it's not fair, and I don't think the right attacking the other right is smart when we have a much bigger battle. But yeah, I just think also the Jew thing is like, honestly, they're just not very intelligent. They don't have anything better to say. It's like when they respond to me, you're like, fat, ugly, you should get raped, whatever. It's just, it is what it is. It's just easy to call someone a Jew. It's just very unintelligent. But the whole anti-Semitic thing, I'm like, if you're considering people like me anti-Semitic, then it's lost all value, and you should save it for people who are really fucking anti-Semitic and evil people who want to hurt innocent Jewish people. Let's save it for that. Let's skip people like me.
I want to respond. Okay, to it. First of all, I really appreciate the apology, and that means a lot to me. Second of all, the purpose of this was not to make it personal or to call you out. I was.
It was to make it personal. Call it out.
Definitely
sort of
personal, yeah,
bullshit that
what?
happened. And I
hell?
don't think, Linda, that it's necessarily one-sided. The larger point that I'm trying to make. Well, first, let me address the other thing that you said, which is that. You think when you compare being called anti-Semitic to literally receiving death threats for being Jewish, the two things are non-comparable. I agree with you.
No, sorry, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that, like, I think everyone here is said at a certain point that, like, these labels don't matter anymore.
Yeah.
Is that correct? I haven't said that.
Yeah, but I have an issue with that.
No, but I'm saying people have said that, right?
Yeah.
So if those labels don't matter anymore, and that's what you're going to say, then stand on your principle that those labels don't matter anymore.
But I don't feel that way.
And get over it. Okay, man.
But I
Okay,
don't
so
feel that
think
way.
that's the second part.
I don't feel that way because I feel like Emily was touching on this
They're
point
irrelevant.
that
They've always been irrelevant.
to be labeled
Even before the
anti-Semitic
show.
right
I
now
hate a label.
is
They're retarded.
just like when the left calls you a racist or anything else. It costs people job opportunities. It costs people. I mean, you saw right there. I just got unfollowed by like 100 people in your comments. That people that I've been following for 8 years.
100 people?
So it does
Can
have
you pause?
consequences to be labeled anti-Semitic.
We get unfollowed by like 100 people a month on Instagram, and we still maintain the same amount of followers. Like 100, losing 100 followers on one post is nothing. That's literally nothing. So if you have so little followers that 100 is like hurting your bottom follower account, then you probably suck.
I'm gonna be honest, Doug. I don't even look at our social media posts at all, ever. I don't even know how many followers we have. I just have to go off what you tell me whenever we start the podcast.
Like in total, across all platforms, we probably have 20,000. We gain 100 on YouTube a week. On Facebook, we're growing pretty quick. On apparently on Amazon Music, we're growing extremely fast. On Amazon Music, which I don't put any effort into advertising on, like at all. It just has the RSS feed. It apparently makes up over 15% of our total followers from Spotify. So Spotify like collects the all of our views in general and tells me the percentages. Like 15% comes from Amazon Music. So across the board, we have about 20,000. It could be higher, and we're growing. So losing 100 a month is like it's a droplet, like it's nothing. So this guy complaining about losing 100 followers on one post is weird to me. Like I don't like. Again, it's. For us, it's nothing. For him, it should be nothing, unless this guy is truly.
I mean, it's probably personal.
You're right. Yeah. I guess it serves as like a little bit of a emphasis for his point that people, I don't even know what people call names within the right, but
I think he's probably just mad that he wasn't the
guy didn't
he
defend
he
him.
tried to no the guy he wasn't willing to get busy with him. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
I think
that's what it is for sure.
has to be.
But yeah, I don't really.
Feel like your life's in danger? No, but it does, I think, have consequences. And the point I want to make to you, Linda, is that this, for me, is not about bias or one side chastising the other side. Part of the reason I want to do this debate tonight, and I mean it, is that I want to find common ground with one another again. And if people, you're my friend, if people, even if we disagree on different issues, if people are threatening your life, I want to jump in the comments and have your back. And I would appreciate it in return if you would jump in the comments and have my back when people are accusing me of things in your comments that are not true. And I don't think that either side of this divide on the right, I think we should all be having each other's backs, even if we disagree on policy issues.
I don't care about
think this
the
should be
kind.
so.
Okay, but labels shouldn't matter. That is the last label that will ruin your fucking life and your career. If you label someone anti-Semitic truly the way they've labeled me, and I've had severe consequences for that, that actually really does damage your career and your life. And by the way, my friendships, the amount of friends I lost, I was like, but you know me, you know my beliefs. Like, the amount of people unfollowing me, being like, oh, I thought you were a truth seeker, you're just this. I'm like, whoa, that label is like not a joke, and I wish it was. I wish it was like racist.
Try losing all your Nazi friends. That sucks too.
Wait.
All my Nazis left me.
Let me just address. First of all, Emily, when you were accused of being anti-Semitic, I both privately and publicly said something about it because I saw those comments. I did.
Okay, I was actually going to say none of my Jewish friends have.
How much money do these people want from Israel?
I don't know, but I find it so funny. They're like, yeah, I'm totally not anti-Semitic, and I don't believe in any of the negative Jewish narratives. But also, I got called anti-Semitic, and my life is completely ruined. It's like, I'm not gonna. I won't state.
I don't know, Doug. If I was there, I'd be like, are we still talking about this? Are we really? Is like, oh yeah, don't worry, guys. I sucked a Jewish person's cock once. I'm less anti-Semitic than all of you.
I don't know. They're again, it's their argument. It's funny on both sides here, except the two people who haven't said anything because they know damn well. Their argument is just collapsing in on itself because you can't say, I totally disagree with all the people who say they hate Jews. I got called anti-Semitic and now my life is over. It's like, okay, like, what do you want us to do? Because clearly you aren't willing to take a stand for yourself.
Yeah.
But you also want us all to defend you for what? We can't, except we can do anything. But all my Jewish friends won't help me out. Even that's kind of funny in itself, right?
Yeah.
Even that's kind of hilarious. Oh, I totally love Jews. They're calling me anti-Semitic. None of my Jew friends are helping me. It's like, what do you? Okay.
I can't.
Interesting point that you bring up.
Ever stuck up for me, so that makes one. So I
texted you. What are you talking about? I can bring up our text messages, but I'm saying, like,
he's not happy about that either. It's like, you're supposed to belong to me. We're wearing the matching shirts.
We should be calling people anti-Semitic. I think it's irrelevant because I view anti-Semitism as something that should only be reserved for anti-Semites. But the idea that it's like this apples to oranges argument of
I don't know. I would just be like, guys, isn't it kind of weird? You're all just talking about anti-Semitism. I feel like that kind of just affirms the whole issue with the corruption thing. You know what I mean? We're all sitting here talking, dancing on fucking eggshells, talking about the same fucking topic for the past 10 minutes.
Well, I mean, you can always tell what side you're on by looking left and right and figuring out what's going on. And if you look left and you look right and everyone's too scared to, quote, be called anti-Semitic, then there's probably a problem there, right? Just like with the left, with the liberals, when it was a problem to say gay or retard or get called a Nazi, same thing. It's kind of funny.
I feel like the worst bad actors on both sides were both women.
It did kind of turn out that way.
Spiderus doesn't count.
Okay. I guess she's also been quiet on this issue.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I was called anti-Semitic. Like, you've been online. Like, some of the biggest influencers are fully Nazis. Like, actively say they're not. Like, I'm not paraphrasing.
These people try to call the fucking federal agents Nazis. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
Like, it's also, again, it's just a repeat of labels mean nothing. And also, I hate randomly labeling people anti-Semitic, which, Nazis is kind of an equivalent, right? Who is he referring to? I don't personally know any. I guess you could call Nick a Nazi, but like not really, right?
He's a federal agent.
He's a federal
It doesn't
agent.
matter. He doesn't have any political viewpoints. He works for the government.
even if he wasn't, he's exaggerating. He's openly said he's not. Like what? Like what are you even saying, sir? So who are you talking about? Because I don't know anyone off the top of my head.
I feel like I'm losing my mind.
I am
feel like
kind of
losing my
chronic. What's the thing is, whenever it gets to this particular issue, Israel, this is what happens. It is this right here. It becomes full of this cloud of nonsense that no one seems to want to cut with a cut through. And even the people on the left who know better, they don't want to say anything because they know damn well what will happen. And so instead, we have two groups of people who basically are like, yeah, I really love Jews, but none of my Jewish friends stand up for me, and also I'm called anti-Semitic by Jews, and my life is ruined by Jews. It's like, okay, even if I don't have a stance on it, you sound like a retard, basically, is what's going on. Like, you just sound like a fucking retard, and it turns out that this is a particular issue that both the left people and the right people are in the same group on. So
yeah, it's like, why don't you say anything about the fucking what's been going on in the government? Because Israel tastes better than key.
Yeah. 7K plus 7K plus 7K.
I'll take it.
I'm quoting them and like actively calling for another Holocaust. Amru Fudal, Myron Gaines, literally wore a Cookie Monster's hoodie to Turning Point with Jews going into the oven. Like,
who cares?
I mean, come on.
Who cares?
Apples to apples thing. Like, I think
So
it's wrong.
some
I
random
actively say that it's
Muslim
wrong.
guy
It's stupid.
in
It's
Myron
childish and
Gaines.
it's unhelpful to call people
Okay, I'm
anti-Semitic.
clearing my name on that. I did not know what that sweatshirt was. I did not know what it fucking meant. I took
just a joke.
I took a photo. My caption was making fun of him
It's
because
a
he's a
very rude
douchebag and a
joke.
dipshit.
Dude, I can't. I'm not even gonna finish the last minute of this, Doug. I can't.
I mean, we're almost done. This is the last minute. Just
They're just glazing. They're just glazing on it. They're spinning on it.
Plus 7K. Plus 7K.
Okay, what are the metrics?
There's a part 2.
There's a
What are the
part
metrics of
2.
war, Gavin?
I'm not
part
talking
2 it
if
gets
you
good.
interrupt me again.
Well, you can't just say.
Yes, I can. Of course I can.
Go even McSheckle, stop yelling.
Don't tell me what I can't fucking say.
The Gulf War, for instance, was because of Kuwait. We went into Iraq.
What?
Ariel Sharon, the current prime minister,
He's trying to blame it on
was
fucking
writing
Kuwait.
Bush, saying, "Don't go in. This is not a good idea."
We were going in no matter what Kuwait standard
War
did.
against Iran.
Yeah, because the
we didn't.
Israelis viewed.
So how much influence did they
exactly?
have?
Because the Israelis viewed Iran as
But
the
do you know
threat.
why?
Well,
You know why? Because we said after Iraq, we'll go for Iran.
Yes, they did.
Like, are you kidding me?
I'll pull up
No,
the
I'm not
file.
kidding you. It's a debate. You don't know how to debate, then why did you bring her?
Oh,
You
okay.
can't
I
ask
should have
you a
just
question.
said, hey, stupid bitch! It's what you said on the fucking screen! Just fucking say that!
They're about to fight. They're about to fucking fight. Spiders is gonna kick her ass.
All right. Well, so I mean, we've been at it for about 2 hours now.
This is great.
We couldn't continue if you'd
How
like.
does
to
this
go
only have
further.
75,000 views?
I know. That's why I wanted to do a review on it because I was surprised that it had such minimal views in general. I think his channel is great, guys. I highly recommend watching it. He has a couple others where he does boomers versus millennials that I just started watching. It's equally good. The part 2 is even better than the first one.
People are hating on the Latina in the comments too.
Well,
this is
she
great.
is just straight up awful.
This was literally a panel of foreigners against a panel of Americans.
Basically.
Oh
So,
my god, this is great.
would you like to continue a little bit into part 2? Save it for another time. We can do what you want.
It's gonna be another time.
All right. Pretty good. Good stuff. We'll have to let us know what you guys think. If you want us to do the part 2, if you want us to do more of this. I think we won't do it tomorrow, no matter what, because we need to talk about some of the news that's happened and some other issues. But we can easily do it, this weekend. And I guess, again, in general, guys, thanks for the attention. Thanks for following, liking, viewing, commenting. I hope you have a good morning, night, afternoon. And that's it. Anything from you?
Donate to Israel.
Yeah. Just if you are new to the channel, welcome. And we stream every single day now, Monday through Friday, sometimes weekends, 9 or 9:30 p.m. EST. And if you want to watch us live, sometimes we have to censor some stuff. We don't have to do that on Rumble. Sometimes we have to take things out. We don't have to do that on Rumble. So sometimes you get a little extra piece of content that we can't exactly share. Stuff. We welcome everyone to come on Rumble. If you type in the little chat, we get paid, so that's nice. But yes, thank you guys. We will see you tomorrow with